What is going on, Headliner Nation? Week 9 fantasy football, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Chris Kennedy, on the live show with me tonight. Kyle had some things come up, so you know what? Next man up mentality, right? Here we go, Chris. Are you ready for some live show excitement for the next about 2 hours or so?
Oh, I'm ready. It's week 9. We're more than halfway through the season. Let's get it going.
Yeah, absolutely. The questions are already coming in like crazy. We're going to get to as many as we possibly can here in the next couple hours or so. If you do leave a super chat, we will answer your questions. Make sure you be patient. They come in hot and heavy. We'll get to all of those, so make sure, like I said, be patient. Plus, we'll be going over to the Headliners Club also, too, in the normal chat here. We'll be answering as many questions as we possibly can, and we're not going to waste a whole lot of time, Chris. We'll get right into it, but before we do, I want to make sure that I mention there's a little bit of weather that we're watching tomorrow for the Tampa Bay game. A chance of some rain. It says winds around 15 miles an hour. Nothing too crazy. I know the tropical storm Eta, I think it's called, is moving in, but it doesn't look like it should really impact the game that much. But yeah, that's just one game that we're watching weather-wise. Just make sure you pay attention to it here first thing tomorrow morning. And as we get ready to dive into these questions, Chris, I feel like I need to take a drink of water because the chat is already exploding with questions. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna hydrate here real quick.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, before we even got in here, we saw the chat going off.
Yeah, I mean the chat's been going off about 15 minutes before we've even started going live. So we'll hit it right off here with Eric Cruz. Eric Cruz, what's going on, Eric? Eric is in the comment section of every video. We see you out there, Eric. Appreciate that support. He says pick 2 in the flex, 2 wide receivers and 2 running backs. Chris, make sure you got a pen and paper handy for all these notes. Okay. He's got Scary Terry, Jamison Crowder, Corey Davis, Antonio Brown. There's a lot. Christian McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, Chase Edmonds, Jonathan Taylor. So what we'll do first is we're going to go with our 2 wide receivers first. You got Scary Terry, Corey Davis, Jamison Crowder, Antonio Brown. Which 2 of those guys are you taking?
All right, so it sounds like Jamison Crowder is going to be missing another week, most likely. Antonio Brown, I'm not comfortable playing him yet until we see what his role is going to be. So I'm going to go with Scary Terry and Corey Davis at wide receiver.
Okay, and then we got 2 running backs between Christian McCaffrey, Chase Edmonds, Antonio Gibson, and Jonathan Taylor.
All right, I know CMC is just coming back from that high ankle sprain, but he's still a top 3 running back this week for me. Christian McCaffrey and Chase Edmonds.
Yep, okay, perfect. 2 flex plays between everybody else. So 2 flexes out of, let's see here, Antonio Brown, Antonio Gibson, or Jonathan Taylor.
Give me Gibson and Taylor for the 2 flex spots.
So the only person you're really sitting there is Crowder and Antonio Brown.
Correct.
You just don't like Antonio Brown this week, huh? A little bit of bias there?
I like Antonio Brown. I like him a lot. But I do want to see what his snap count and his role is going to be with this offense before I plug him into a lineup, especially as we get closer to the fantasy football playoffs. A lot of teams out there are going to be vying for a playoff spot.
Now, just a question, and this is off topic somewhat. You being a Patriots fan and all, when you saw Antonio Brown last year in his short stint in New England, Brady looked for him pretty regularly in the one game that they played together. Do you think we see something similar, or do you think that there's just too many other mouths to feed in this offense?
No, I think with Chris Godwin most likely not playing this week, I think that Antonio Brown will certainly have a shot. We saw it in the first game that Brady and Antonio played together against the Miami Dolphins. Antonio Brown, I believe, had 4 or 5 red zone targets, caught 1 touchdown, dropped a second one. So the chemistry's there, and the 2 of them are now living together. So I think that the chemistry is certainly there, and I could see Antonio Brown getting the targets. It's just a matter of how often he's on the field because he hasn't played football in over a year.
Yeah, that's a little bit of an issue, getting the timing down for sure. All right, next one up, Leo Benjamin says pick 2. I need a wide receiver 3 and a flex. It's a full PPR league. We got Jefferson Claypool, Antonio Brown, Devante Parker, Antonio Gibson, and J.K. Dobbins. So a wide receiver 3 out of Jefferson Claypool, Antonio Brown, or Devante Parker.
Oh, give me Justin Jefferson for sure. If he's your wide receiver 3, you're in really good shape.
Yeah, I don't hate Justin Jefferson this week going up against Detroit. The only issue I see there is, I mean, maybe do they just rely so much on Dalvin Cook in this game, excelling against Detroit on the ground that they don't have to throw as much? But I think that Claypool is going to be dependent on Deontay Johnson not playing. If Deontay Johnson is ever out, Claypool gets a huge bump. Antonio Brown, we've already talked about him. I have a feeling we're going to hear a lot about Antonio Brown tonight. Devante Parker. What about for a flex then? So we got Claypool, Brown, Parker, Gibson, or Dobbins as a flex.
In the flex, I typically like to play the running back position just because they're a little bit safer. So I'm going to go with Antonio Gibson there for the flex.
Yeah, Antonio Gibson, we saw him, I guess you can call it breakout before the bye week. He saw some volume. He produced with that volume. Coming off the bye week now, going up against the Giants this week, not a bad matchup. I don't hate those picks. I think that's probably the safest options right there. If you wanted to gamble a little bit more, I can't really go with Devante Parker just yet with him and Tua just now getting on the same page. But J.K. Dobbins does have some value this week. As of right now, Mark Ingram is labeled as doubtful. He's not ruled out yet, but it doesn't sound like he's going to play. That will boost up J.K. Dobbins. It's just something to pay attention to here this week. Matthew Mazur, I need 2 in a full PPR. Jordan Wilkins, Gus Edwards, Joshua Kelly, or Tony Pollard. I lose Mixon and Sanders to buy. So we got to go with 2 between Wilkins, Edwards, Kelly, and Pollard.
So I'm going to go with Gus Edwards, especially if Mark Ingram isn't playing. So I'm going to go with Gus Edwards. And I'm not going to lie, I really like Jordan Wilkins this week. And know that Jonathan Taylor hasn't really been what we thought he might. So Wilkins certainly could see some more run. So I'm going to go with those 2 this week.
And Tony Pollard is an interesting topic, right? I'm sure a lot of people want to know, what to do with him this week with, looks like no Ezekiel Elliott. I look at it this way. Ezekiel Elliott is arguably one of the best running backs in football, and he's been struggling in this offense. Do we really think that Tony Pollard comes in and sets the world on fire? I don't trust the offense enough. I like Tony Pollard as a player. I just don't trust the overall offense or the offensive line at this point to really put too much stock on Tony Pollard. I mean, if you're desperate and you need a flex play, I don't hate it. It's just not something I'm really actively going after.
I love the talent of Tony Pollard. I hate the matchup going up against Pittsburgh right now.
Yeah, exactly. Frankie, appreciate you. Frankie says, I need an adult. Well, you're out of luck, Frankie, because I am not mature enough. And Chris on the live stream is no longer HR for our company. He's free to fly tonight. So you're out of luck as far as an adult goes. But
you didn't get Chris. You got Big Rem tonight.
Yeah, you got Big Rem tonight. So he says, do I start Brandon Cooks, Phillip Lindsay, or Jordan Howard in a full PPR?
I like Brandon Cooks. I know Jordan Howard should get an increased role, in that offense right now, but Brandon Cooks is pretty much the secondary option for the Texans right now. So give me Cooks.
Yeah, I mean, not too many people have ever said the sentence, I really like Brandon Cooks, at least not consistently. The matchup is great this week, and before the bye week, Deshaun Watson was playing really, really well and really involving Brandon Cooks. So we know he's healthy. He's got that upside. I think Brandon Cooks has the highest ceiling of the bunch, safest floor. I mean, with Phillip Lindsay still banged up, Jordan Howard may have the safest floor. He's just going to be touchdown dependent and not overly efficient. He also says, thanks for all that you guys do during these sketchy times. Hey, Frankie, that's what we're here for, to have some fun playing fantasy football. Corvette Foster 40. Hey, guys, love the show. PPR Flex. I need 2. CEH, DJ Dallas, J.K. Dobbins, or Melvin Gordon. He needs 2 of them.
For me, CEH, absolutely. And then I'm going to go with DJ Dallas. Going up against the Bills show that they aren't super strong against the run. We saw the Patriots run all over them the other week. So I'm going to go with Dallas and CEH.
Yeah, I am too. With no Chris Carson, with no Carlos Hyde. DJ Dallas wasn't overly efficient last week, but in an offense like that that's going to utilize the deep passing game and pull defenders outside of the box, I think it gives them a better opportunity. So yeah, give me CEH and Dallas also.
Yep.
100-yard podcasts says Tony Pollard or DJ Dallas. Zeke is probably out. With Zeke out, I'm still going with DJ Dallas over Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I have to agree. John Wagner. What's going on, John? It says Lindsey, Swift, and Pollard for flex. So only one between Lindsey, Swift, and Pollard.
I love the talent of Pollard, but I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift. He's a lot safer going against Minnesota.
Wow. I just saw one over here in the headliners club. Said, Jake, how old is your son, Chris? So apparently me and Chris are close to the same age. But apparently I look way older than Chris, which I guess I don't have a choice. I got to accept it, right? I mean,
I just look like I'm 12. I mean, I'm only a year. I think you're a year older than I am. So yeah. I look a lot more older than a year than you. This is That's
This is
because you
what
can grow
happens.
facial hair. I can't grow facial hair.
I can't grow it on my head, but I can grow it on my face. All right, what is next? We have Austin Klein. Austin, what's going on? We see you out there. It says, hey, boys, James White or Damian Harris in a full PPR? That's a different question. So that first one, James White or Damian Harris in a full PPR? Come on, Mr. Patriot. What are you doing?
I'm going with Damian Harris. Cam Newton is not targeting James White as often as he should be. And we did see that the Patriots are not afraid to actually run the ball with somebody other than Cam Newton. So give me Damian Harris against the Jets.
Yep. I mean, Damian Harris has produced anytime he's seen at least 15 touches. The problem is he's not always getting 15 touches, but in a matchup this week against the Jets, I could definitely see him getting those touches. So yeah, Damian Harris. Second half of that question. Antonio Brown, Brandon Cooks, or Devante Parker. His opponent has Deshaun Watson. So AB, Cooks, or Parker? I think I know where you're going.
I'm going with Antonio Brown, baby.
Are you really?
Yep.
Over Brandon Cooks and Devante Parker. This is the line that you draw where you start Antonio Brown.
Give me AB.
So this is your line in the sand, people.
It is. I literally have those other two receivers I have ranked lower than Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown I currently have as my wide receiver 31 this week.
Wow. Well, all right then. What about? I don't hate that. I think the safer options probably. I hate to say Brandon Cooks and safe in the same sentence, but
you're right. Yeah.
He may be slightly safer, but the ceiling for Antonio Brown could be huge. Just another thing to pay attention for that weather, though, also. John Kidko Barea says Locke or Hawkinson. And at flex, Jordan Howard or Fant. I don't understand Locke or Hawkinson because Drew Lock plays quarterback and TJ Hawkinson plays tight end. The last time I checked, anyway. That hasn't changed, has it?
I mean, unless it's the super flex that he's talking about, but that's the only reason why that would make sense.
If it's a super flex, I'm going to go with the quarterback, and I'm going with Drew Lock.
Yeah. And what was the other part of that question?
Jordan Howard or Noah Fant at the flex.
Oh, I love Noah Fant's matchup this week. I know the running back position is usually a little bit safer, but give me Noah Fant.
Yeah, I think the ceiling's higher for Fant. The safer option, the safer floor may be Jordan Howard, but I agree. I think Noah Fant is the key to the success of Drew Lock. If Fant is healthy, Lock stock goes up. Lock stock. That rhymed. I almost totally butchered that when I said it too.
Look at you.
I know. Let's see here. Hang on. Let me keep on scrolling. What do you got? Chapstick 1972. That's some old chapstick. We got Hardman, Crowder, Cobb, or Aguilar. We can only pick one in a PPR.
That was Hardman, Crowder, and Aguilar?
And Cobb.
And Cobb? I'm gonna go Hardman with this one. I know that Hardman is really boom or bust, but in that offense, he's gonna get his opportunities. So I think he's definitely a low end flex option. Yeah,
I don't like the volatility really of Hardman because, like you said, it's boom or bust, right? He's gonna score you 3 or he's gonna score you like 19. There's no safe, score there. Randall Cobb is intriguing in a full PPR going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's somebody maybe a little bit safer in my opinion. But yeah, Hardman's ceiling is the highest of the entire group. Daniel Sanchez, need one flex in a full PPR. DJ Chark, Cole Beasley, DJ Dallas. That's the first part of the question. So Chark, Beasley, or Dallas for the PPR flex?
I'm going to go DJ Dallas.
Yep. This is the part where we like to stick with our running backs there, especially ones in good matchups that are going to get volume. So yeah, give me DJ Dallas there also. Second half of the question was quarterback Tannehill, Big Ben, or Derek Carr?
Ooh, I'm going to go. I really love Tannehill's matchup against the Bears, but I'm going to go with Big Ben up against that poor as Dallas defense.
Right now, I have Big Ben ranked as number 7. I have Carr at number 10, Tannehill at 11. So I got to agree. Big Ben is my choice there. I'm just hoping that game stays somewhat close so he can throw more than just one quarter.
Agreed.
What about Z? We see you out there, Z. Standard League. Please pick just one. Do I start Deontay Johnson, Mike Williams, or Marvin Jones?
So I have Deontay Johnson and Marvin Jones back-to-back in my rankings. I think the safer play here is Marvin Jones because he is going to be the wide receiver 1 this week. So I'm going to give Jones the edge by a hair over Deontay Johnson.
No love for Mike Williams?
I like Mike Williams, but again, he's very boomer bust. And where Keenan Allen does get the majority of those targets, it's tough for me to trust somebody like Mike Williams who really depends on that long ball.
Is Deontay Johnson the next Will Fuller?
I hope not because, good gosh, I mean, it took Will Fuller, 3-4 seasons to finally be healthy for a year. Yeah. I'm hoping that Deontay Johnson does not follow that same path.
Yeah, if Deontay Johnson stays healthy, the dude is legit, and we already know he's got the eye of Big Ben. Personally, I lean a little bit more towards Deontay just because of the volume that he sees. Marvin Jones didn't really do a whole lot when Galladay was out earlier in the year, so I probably lean towards Deontay a hair. Batmac Gaming just traded CEH and CeeDee Lamb for Jonathan Taylor, Darnell Mooney, and Jimmy Graham. Backs are now going to next week are Rojo, Chubb, Taylor, Henderson, Lindsey, and Wilkins as a handcuff. So the first thing is you just traded CEH for CeeDee Lamb and Jonathan Taylor. No, you traded CeeDee Lamb and CEH for Jonathan Taylor, Darnell Mooney, and Jimmy Graham. Honestly, I don't know if I would have done that.
I would not have done that myself. I hope it works out for you the rest of the year. I think that Darnell Mooney is certainly trending upwards. He's taken over that number 2 role over Anthony Miller. But unfortunately, I mean, you did trade away quite a bit of firepower. So I hope it works out, but I wouldn't have made the trade.
And I don't know if this is a dynasty league or not. I mean, hopefully it's not. Jonathan Taylor has the talent. He just hasn't really come up to speed yet. His vision, he's struggling with his vision. He's just thinking too much in the backfield, and that indecisiveness is just leading to a lack of efficiency. So the backs next week, he's got Rojo, Chubb. I guess he's looking forward to next week because Chubb's on a bye. But Rojo, Chubb, Taylor, Henderson, Lindsey, and Wilkins. I mean, overall, if you can get Jonathan Taylor going, you're fine. If you don't, you need Phillip Lindsay or Jordan Wilkins to step up for right now because Rojo's losing touches to Fournette.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of streaming from week to week.
Yep. City T, Mooney or Devante Parker if Ridley cannot play tomorrow? Which one are you going with?
I love the ceiling of Mooney, but give me Devante Parker. He's going to be a lot safer this week.
I think Parker probably is the safer option, but Mooney, like you just said a second ago, he's definitely trending up, right? I mean, this kid is somebody who, if you watch the tape on Darnell Mooney, he can get open almost with ease. The problem is
his route running is phenomenal.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Ridiculous. The problem is Nick Foles and him not being on the same page, constantly missing him overthrown passes. But Darnell Mooney is a stud if they can really get on the same page there with Nick Foles.
Yeah, Darnell Mooney is actually one of my favorite cash plays this week in DFS.
Oh, you throwing out little nuggets out here on the live stream, right?
Little freebie here and there.
That's right, a little freebie. Hey, make sure you do us a favor. Hit that like button for us if you haven't already. We're going to sit here and answer fantasy football questions for you for about another hour and 45 minutes or so. And if we can get some likes, we would greatly appreciate it. Actually have a surprise. We all know that I can let it flow once we hit to 800 likes. But we may have a surprise, and Chris may make his Let It Flow debut if we can get there also. So if you want to see Chris look silly in some type of a helmet and answer questions, make sure you hit that like button. Ryan Vogel.
There may be an Easter egg currently in my background. So.
Oh, well, that's a true statement. Ryan Vogel, 12-team PPR, pick 3. We got Todd Gurley, Chase Edmonds, Leonard Fournette, and Justin Jackson.
That was Edmonds, Fournette, Jackson, and who?
Gurley. We can pick 3 of them. So technically, you got to sit 1.
All right. So give me Edmonds, Gurley, and Fournette.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Jackson, I don't hate. I think Justin Jackson may be slightly safer than Fournette just because Joshua Kelly hasn't really gotten going and Tremaine Pope is doubtful to play. I think Jackson will get the volume there. Could see right around 15 to 18 touches or so, maybe a little bit safer than Fournette. But yeah, I mean, either way, I think we like all those options.
Yeah, I've got Jackson and Fournette back to back, so you can't go wrong with either way.
Right. Art Formed 74 full PPR. Claypool, Chark, or Slayton. We can pick 2 of them. So which one of these guys are we going to sit?
All right, so I'm going to sit. I hate to sit Chark, but he's been really inconsistent so far over the last few weeks. So give me Slayton and Claypool. Yeah.
Plus rookie quarterback under center, Jake Lewton. What can we really expect from him in Jacksonville? I mean, he's a big, strong-arm quarterback, 6'6", 224, likes to stay in the pocket, but it's just a lot of question marks. So, yeah, I think Claypool and Slayton would be my choices also.
I mean, you have Jake Luton in Jacksonville. It's like trying to start a Dallas receiver when you have Garrett Gilbert throwing to him in Dallas.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe Garrett Gilbert's better than Ben DiNucci. Maybe he's not.
Maybe about Cooper Rush will make an appointment. We don't know.
Maybe. At this point, who cares? All right, Kyle Hudson. Love what you guys do. I am blessed with running backs. Kyle, congratulations that you are blessed with running backs. Not a whole lot of people are.
I am not.
Yeah, exactly. I'm running back poor in a few leagues. Connor, Robinson, Jacobs, and CMC. I can only play 3 of them. Which 3 do I play? So we have to sit one of James Conner, Robinson, Jacobs, or Christian McCaffrey.
I mean, I hate to say sit Josh Jacobs, but he's the furthest down in my rankings out of the 4. So yeah, sit Josh Jacobs.
As of right now, dealing with an illness and a knee injury, is he limited? Do we see maybe a little bit more Devante Booker in that matchup? And being that you got 3 other options, I sit Josh Jacobs out of that group also. Michael Williams, see you out there, Michael. Appreciate you. It says PPR, one running back, 1 wide receiver, and a flex. So for the running back, we got DJ Dallas, Damian Harris, Justin Jackson.
Give me Justin Jackson for the running back.
I think Jackson has the safest floor there. DJ Dallas maybe a little bit higher ceiling, a little bit more touchdown upside if you want to gamble a little bit there. For the wide receiver, DJ Moore, Jerry Jeudy, or John Brown.
I know DJ Moore has been really kind of hit or miss, but I love his matchup this week, so I'm going to go with DJ Moore over the others.
Yeah, I have to agree. I can't sit DJ Moore over Jeudy or Brown as of right now. A flex with one of the remaining. So we have one of the remaining running backs of Dallas or Harris for you, Harris or Jackson for me, Jeudy or John Brown.
I'm gonna stick with the running back there. I think that going with DJ Dallas is the way that I would go. I would take him over Damian Harris.
Yep. So you would have Dallas, Jackson, and Moore as the 3 choices, correct?
Correct.
Got it. For quarterback, Big Ben or Drew Lock for upside this week?
I'm going to go with Big Ben. I like Drew Lock in big tournament GPPs, but if for redraft season-long stuff, give me Big Ben.
Yeah, I got Big Ben a little bit higher myself. Another PPR flex, Gus Edwards, Jordan Howard, Mike Williams, or Deontay Johnson?
Give me Deontay Johnson all day.
Yeah, Deontay Johnson has that super high ceiling right there that I have to agree. Eduardo Trujillo. Eduardo, what's going on, my friend? Says, in a standard league, we got to pick 2 between John Brown, Beasley, Joshua Kelly, or Danny Amendola. Pick 2.
Tough.
It's
pick
tough.
2. I'm gonna go John Brown, and I really do like the upside of Danny Amendola. I know he's mostly known as like a PPR kind of a guy, more of like a Beasley, but I think that without Golladay in the lineup, I think that Amendola will see more targets.
And you really don't want to start 2 wide receivers for Buffalo with Brown and Beasley.
I try not to start too many Buffalo Bills on offense, regardless.
Oh wow, you took a stab.
Sorry, Chaus.
Yeah, Chaus going to come after you for that one. No, I don't like to play. It doesn't matter if it's the Bills or not. 2 players from the same position on the same team in my lineup. I try to avoid that. In a PPR, pick 1 also DJ Dallas, J.K. Dobbins, or Danny Amendola.
I'm gonna go J.K. Dobbins. I like Dallas's matchup, but J.K. Dobbins without Mark Ingram, we really get to see this overall phenomenal rookie running back.
Yep. Also in half PPR, who should I start, Jordan Howard or Nyheim Hines?
I really like Nyheim Hines. His matchup this week it's really an advantage towards his skill set as a pass catching back. So give me Hines.
Hines, and since it's a half PPR, yeah, Hines has that little added boost. Sumo Ninja, what's going on, Sumo Ninja? He always comes in here and leaves me burritos. I love it. Let's see here. Needs a flex between J.K. Dobbins, Jordan Wilkins, and Damian Harris.
Give me J.K. Dobbins.
All right, I agree. All right, we're going to start moving through these a little quick here. Big Tizzy, Darnell Mooney, or Zach Moss in a PPR?
I'm going to go Darnell Mooney. Love the upside.
Yeah, I am too. I think Darnell Mooney's the guy to play there. Zach Moss had a great last week, but let's see him put it together 2 weeks in a row before we just, crown him. Jonathan Cordero, pick 2, a wide receiver, and a flex. This is a non-PPR, so a standard league. Chris Godwin, Zeke Elliott, and Deontay Johnson. Well, it's not going to be Zeke, so it's going to have to be Godwin and Deontay Johnson. Because Zeke
and that's
is not
if Godwin even if Godwin displays, so got to be Deontay.
Make sure you have another option on your bench just in case. Samir Sharif, trade Lockett for Kareem Hunt and Robbie Anderson. He owns Chubb. Trade Lockett for Hunt and Anderson.
If you have enough running back, if you don't have enough wide receiver depth, then I'm fine with it. I just love Lockett a lot, but I think even when Chubb comes back, Hunt will still continue to get a good workload. So yeah, I'm fine with that trade. Yeah, I don't hate that whatsoever. As like you said, as long as you have at least another solid 2 wide receivers on your roster. Mm-hmm. Jay Hawley 203, pick 2, A-Rob Anderson, A.J. Brown, or Antonio Brown? Sorry, it was Allen Robinson. And
Robbie
who?
Anderson,
Yep.
A.J. Brown, or Antonio Brown.
Give me Allen Robinson and A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I have to agree. They're probably the safest, and their ceilings are still pretty high just due to the volume that they see. If you disagree with me, you are stupid. Still one of my favorite names here on YouTube. Appreciate you. It says, pick one, Deontay Johnson, Antonio Brown, or Marvin Jones in a full PPR.
I'm gonna go Deontay Johnson here. As long as he can stay healthy, he's an absolute number one stud.
Yep, yeah, the guy's going to go out there and get you double-digit targets if he's healthy. The Ron Blair, Mark Andrews, or Adam Thielen in the flex?
I'm going to give the edge to Thielen here. Going against the Lions, I think he's going to get the targets.
Yeah, I don't like to flex my tight end in an older age, so I'm going to have to stick with the wide receiver there and go Adam Thielen myself.
Leave the flex in the tight ends to Kyle.
Yeah, that's all Kyle. Shane Fuca, what's going on, Shane? I see you out there. It says, in a half PPR, I just traded away Diggs for A-Rob. My other wide receivers are Godwin, DK, Woods. Thoughts on the trade? So traded away Diggs to get Allen Robinson.
I'm perfectly okay with that. I think that Allen Robinson is easily the number one target. I know Diggs is too, but I love Robinson's talent, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to get peppered with targets there. I mean, we know the guy's going to go out there and be among the lead leaguer in targets like every year. Can you imagine how good Allen Robinson would be with an actual decent quarterback for his career?
Just look at how good he's been without one. It's phenomenal. Yeah,
I know. Imagine putting that guy with an Aaron Rodgers or heck, Tom Brady.
Dude, give him a Ryan Fitzpatrick or a Tannehill and watch what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, he could probably put up some great numbers. He says he knows Kyle put the video out with Allen Robinson. So, yep, absolutely. Allen Robinson was one of our targets here mid-season. King Prell. He's got MG3, Phillip Lindsay, Zach Moss, or Ebron. I guess we're only choosing one. So, we got Gordon, Lindsay, Moss, or Ebron.
I've got Lindsay and Gordon back-to-back. I'm going to give the edge to Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, I love Phillip Lindsay. I mean,
I do too.
I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to not be a homer at all because I absolutely love Phillip Lindsay. But, I mean, he's just somebody who he just looks better on the ground right now. He just seems more explosive than Melvin Gordon. Plus, Melvin Gordon's just having a hard time holding on to the football. I'd probably lean Lindsay as long as he's a full go there before the game. Shane Fuco again. Shane, I see you out there. Appreciate the support tonight, my friend. It says half PPR, Leonard Fournette or Damian Harris.
Ooh, I've got Fournette a couple spots higher. I think that I'm going to give the edge to Damian Harris going up against the Jets. I think the Patriots are going to try to keep running the ball, establish the run, take the pressure off of Cam. Give me Damian Harris.
Yeah, and it's a great matchup, right? I mean, going against the Jets is just something you want your players to do. I think Damian Harris still is that safer option. Let's see. I really need a solid floor, and do we trust Ridley if he plays?
No.
Not really. I mean,
it's tough too.
I mean, if you don't have any other choice, just go in there knowing that you're probably not going to see one of these ceiling games from Calvin Ridley. Just lower your expectations just a hair there, just a little bit. Marvin Jones Jr. would be his replacement if Ridley can't go.
I'd be perfectly fine with Marvin Jones Jr. I think that Jones Jr. could put out wide receiver 2 numbers this week.
No, exactly. Legend B says out there asking if we replaced Kyle. No, we haven't replaced Kyle.
No.
Chris is still here. Kyle's still here. Kyle just had some business to take care of tonight, so he's not here. He's here in spirit. Newski Vlogs. Kirk or Dobbins at the flex in a full PPR?
Give me J.K. Dobbins over Christian Kirk. I know Kirk has been, he's had his moments, the last few weeks, but if Dobbins can get a good workload, I'm really excited to see what this kid can do.
Yeah, the floor is probably safer for Dobbins. I mean, I think he probably is the safer play, the higher upside with Kirk and that connection he's had with, one of the best offenses in football, the Arizona Cardinals, is something to be seen, though. I mean, I have to throw that in there every once in a while, Chris, just because it doesn't happen very often for my Cardinals.
How's their defense doing?
I'm not worried about defense. I'm only focused on offense right now. I'm only looking at the offense. Let's see here. Stephen Bowman says, my options for flex this week are rough. Full PPR start 1, Le'Veon Bell or Jacoby Myers?
Oh, I'm gonna give the edge to Jacoby Myers, only because if you watch the last game with Cam Newton, Jacoby Myers was one of the only guys that he actually targeted in that game. So I'm gonna give Myers the edge there. Just because he's not really fighting for targets like Bell is fighting for chairs with that offense. Yeah,
I mean, last week set up perfectly for Bell to have a huge game, and he had, 6 carries? Both him and CH 6 carries. Kind of hard to trust him there as of late. Not that Jacoby Myers is trustworthy by any means, but like you said, in a matchup like that, he's probably a little bit safer at this point. Brian Alley, I was offered Chubb and Rojo for Zeke and Mixon. Should I do this? Keep up the excellent content. Appreciate the time you put in for us. Appreciate you, Brian. So would you, he was offered Chubb and Rojo for Elliott and Mixon.
No, I'm keeping Zeke and Mixon. I know Zeke has had his issues, but I'm not giving up that kind of talent for not getting half of the value in return.
First of all, don't you ever talk bad about Nick Chubb again. Like, ever. That is my Chubb. And I claim that Chubb because he is my bestest running back. He's my bestest running back ever.
He's your bestest Chubb.
Bestest. Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm a little bit partial to Chubb, obviously. Rojo, though, is somebody who I think is trending down, and Mixon is currently going to be trending up here. So that's the part that kind of puts it over for me. Corvette Foster, PPR, start one, Justin Jackson, Dobbins, or Melvin Gordon?
Give me Justin Jackson. Love the kid.
Yep, I think he's the safest option there. Just a reminder, we're going through some super chats. We're hitting the Headliners Club. If you've sent one, don't worry, we'll get to them. Every super chat will be answered tonight. Plus, like I said, we're bouncing back and forth here. Jonas Fisher, hey guys, I finally got back CMC. Congratulations. Nice. What do you think about Michael Thomas since he's expected to play? Would you start McLaurin or Gurley as a flex? I mean, if Thomas is healthy enough to play, I'm going to start him. Right. It's hard to sit McLaurin this week. I love the matchup this week for Terry McLaurin to go out there and put up a solid game. Gurley's got the safe floor because of the touchdown upside, but I mean, I wouldn't put any of them over Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I mean, Thomas, obviously, if he's playing, you start him. I do have McLaurin about a handful of spots above Gurley in my flex rankings. So if you are looking for another option, I would say McLaurin over Gurley. Perfect.
Sean McEwen, need a flex, Amari Cooper, Christian Kirk, or Mecole Hardman? Oh, there's a lot of ors here. Hang on. Need a flex, Amari Cooper, Christian Kirk, Mecole Hardman, or Darnell Mooney? Cooper, Kirk, Hardman, Mooney.
I don't love saying going with Amari Cooper because he's just been absolutely abysmal since Dak went down. But I think he is the safest play. If you want upside, though, give me Darnell Mooney.
You're still not going to pick Christian Kirk. It's because you hate the Cardinals. Huh? It's because the Cardinals are my team. You just hate them. This is backlash.
Don't play any Cardinals. No, don't.
This is backlash at me. You're just trying to get back. Personally, if it's me, I think the safer option there is Christian Kirk. Cooper having to deal with Garrett Gilbert. Mooney's still got Foles overthrowing him. Hardman's boom or bust. He may be the high gamble upside, but for me personally, I'm going with Christian Kirk. Chris is going with Amari Cooper on that one. Gerald Bondick says, hi, Jake and Chris. Hey, Gerald.
Hi.
Full PPR, Jonathan Taylor or Damian Harris? That's
Jonathan
a 2020 question.
Yeah, Jonathan Taylor for me.
I don't think I can do it. He
hurt
my I don't think he hurt my feelings so bad last week that he is in what is that? The pit of misery from the Dilly Dilly commercials? Like that's where Jonathan Taylor's at for me right now. To the pit of misery is where he's gone. And
it sucks because I love Jonathan Taylor's my favorite rookie running back by far. I owned him in as many dynasty leagues as I could, and he has broken my heart.
Yeah, my heart's broken. I'm going Damian Harris, damn it. What about Brent Shin, Rojo, DJ Dallas, or Gus Edwards? Which one of those are we picking? Rojo, DJ Dallas, Gus Edwards.
We're going DJ Dallas, baby.
I have to agree with you on that one. Pick two out of this one. Claypool, DJ Moore, Judy, and Patrick. PPR.
Claypool and DJ Moore.
Yep, I agree with that one also. I green too much. Lindsey, Jordan Howard, or Pollard in a PPR?
I'm going to go with Philip Lindsay here. And I like Pollard if he has the bulk of the workload, but I think Lindsey's much safer.
Yeah, I think Lindsey's a safer option this week also. The Big Choo Choo. That's a great name also. Would you start Noah Fant over Mark Andrews this week?
I would not. I think Mark Andrews is definitely top 5. Great matchup against the Colts. Noah Fant, as much as I like the matchup against the Falcons, I think Andrews is way safer.
Yeah, I couldn't sit Andrews for Fant. Like I said, though, we like Fant this week. We got to stick with Andrews. Lu Yang says, half PPR, Josh Jacobs or David Johnson?
I'm going to go with David Johnson. I really like his matchup this week against Jacksonville.
Had Jacobs been 100% healthy and no illness, 100%, I'd probably go Josh Jacobs. But with the question marks there, David Johnson in a great matchup is going to be my choice too. Chris B, Zach Moss or Le'Veon Bell?
I'm going to go Le'Veon Bell here. Again, I want to see a little bit more out of Zach Moss. The Patriots run defense can't stop anybody, so I'm not surprised that both he and Singletary had big games. Bell is a safer pick for me.
Yeah. Okay, now would you choose, so if you're going with Le'Veon Bell there, would you flex Moss or Judy then?
In that instance, I would actually flex Moss just because I feel safer with the running back.
Yep, I agree. I would go both running backs there. I think it gives you the safer floor.
Yeah.
Melanator 420, I have Herbert and Lamar. Wow, you're quarterback rich. Which one should I trade? I need a running back upgrade. I also have Hollywood Brown or Sterling Shepard for the flex and standard scoring. So would you trade Herbert or Lamar, and if so, which one?
So I think you can get more value in return for Lamar Jackson. And this week, I actually have Herbert ranked a few spots higher than Lamar. For the rest of the season, I think it's pretty neck and neck. So I would try to trade Lamar Jackson, see if you can still get, close to the value that you would normally be able to get for him and see what you can get in return.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the name value, right? I mean, sell the guy that can get you the name value, return. And right now, that's Lamar Jackson. And, I mean, Justin Herbert just continues to go out there and impress as a rookie quarterback. I mean, he's throwing to guys that people have never even heard of before. He looks great. I absolutely would shop Lamar around. As for the second half of the question, at Hollywood Brown or Sterling Shepard for the flex, I mean, I have to think that Sterling Shepard may be slightly safer, being that there's, Golden Tate issues there in New York, a banged-up running game. Do I love starting either one? I don't know if I love either one, but I probably lean towards Shepard.
Yeah, I have Shepard a few spots higher than Hollywood this week.
Matt Mason, what's going on, Matt? DJ Dallas, Mike Williams, DJ Chark, pick 2. You guys rock. Appreciate you, Matt. So we got DJ Dallas, Mike Williams, and DJ Chark.
So I'm going to go Mike Williams and DJ Dallas for my 2.
You're a smart man, Chris. You're a smart man. I don't care what anybody else says about you. You're a smart man.
I work for you. Come on.
Maybe I'm a smart man then, too.
Cardinals still suck.
Anyway. Cardinals. All right. Yeah, DJ Chark. I mean, really, with Jake Lewton under center, we just don't know what to expect. It's going to be kind of iffy there. I'm not going to totally give up on DJ Chark, but let's see, what this quarterback has. Jason Dale, what's going on, Jason? Appreciate the support. Says, much love from the North. Start 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. All right, so we got a lot of options here.
Yeah.
We'll start with the wide receivers.
Okay.
We got Tyreek Hill. I think he's a must, right? We got Juju Thielen, Cole Hardman, Slayton Shenault. So Hill, Juju Thielen, Cole Hardman, Slayton, and Shenault.
All right, so we're going with Hill and Thielen. I think are the no-brainers there.
Right.
And
so
then
that leaves Juju, Cole, Hardman, Slayton, and Shenault.
I'm gonna go with Juju. Going against the Cowboys, I'm gonna have him be my third option there.
Yeah, I mean, Juju's been a huge disappointment in this offense, but in a matchup that, I mean, the Cowboys really can't stop a whole lot. And really, you're taking a risk with almost everyone else also, right? I mean, Slayton may be probably the next closest option for me. Maybe if you're looking for that high upside, the volume is kind of inconsistent. Same for Juju, but it's just a better matchup there. I'm going with Juju also.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Gerald Bondick says, hi, Jake and Chris. Hey, again.
Although, wait, Jake, didn't we have other parts of that question? Receivers, running backs, and...
See, you're a smart man, Chris. Hey, Jason. This was my fault. Chris totally saved this. Anyway, let's go back to the 2 running backs then. How about that? We got Jacobs, Jackson, Fournette, Hines, and Swift. Jacobs, Jackson, Fournette, Hines, Swift.
I'm going to go Jacobs and Jackson.
And then 1 flex out of the remaining. So that would leave us Fournette, Hines, Swift, Cole Hardman, Slayton, Shenault.
I would go Swift in the flex.
I think Swift is probably the next safest option there. With no Kenny Golladay, I'm hoping they can include him a little bit more in the passing game, kind of like we saw earlier in the season. So, yeah. Give me some DeAndre Swift there. Anyway, back to Gerald. Once again, Gerald. Stafford or Carr? And he says, thank you. No, thank you, Gerald. So, Stafford or Carr? Stafford just got, activated, and he's good to go. Are we going with Stafford or Carr?
Yeah, he's good to go. I'm going with Stafford against the Vikings. I know Carr's got a nice matchup, but I've got Stafford about 3 or 4 spots higher.
Do you know who my Manscaped must start of the week was for quarterbacks? It was Derek Carr.
Yeah, I know.
Hop in the car this week. All right. Anyway, I just like the matchup with Derek Carr. And I think a lot of people look at last week's performance in a bad weather game against Cleveland and kind of write him off. But before that, dude was playing pretty well and averaging almost 20 fantasy points a game. Malcolm G92, Zach Moss, Jonathan Taylor, J.K. Dobbins, Deandre Swift, 2 running backs in a flex. So we're sitting one of these guys between Moss, Taylor, Dobbins, and Swift.
I'm sitting Moss out of the 4.
I mean, Jonathan Taylor still in the pit of misery, but he's still over Zach Moss as of right now. So yeah, give me Taylor, Dobbins, and Swift also. Yeetus, what's going on, Yeetus? Boys, help. All right, we're here. Should I trade Zeke, CEH, Robinson, Mostert as potential targets? I've been talking myself out of it, and I just don't know. So should he trade Zeke and look to get a CEH, a James Robinson, or Raheem Mostert?
If you can trade Zeke and get James Robinson in return, smash that accept button as quickly as you possibly can. I think Robinson finishes the season as a top 5 running back.
Like how? Like really smash it? Like just punch it?
Like Hulk smash it.
Like you got to go down on it.
No!
Wow, that's a hell of a smash. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I don't know if I would do it for CEH or Mostert, but Robinson is somebody who's very intriguing because he's really not splitting the backfield with anybody, and he's getting the touches in the passing game also.
Robinson is also getting 100% of all carries inside the 20-yard line, so he's getting the workload.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark Sung, hey guys, thanks for all your hard work every season. Just need one for a half PPR. Oh, you're not going to like this one. Keenan Allen or Tyreek Hill?
I literally have them at wide receivers 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen is dealing with an illness right now. I think he'll be fine to play, but give me Tyreek Hill just to be safe. I really want to say Keenan Allen though.
I really want to say Keenan Allen. Had he not popped up with an illness, I probably would say Keenan Allen because it's a great matchup for Keenan Allen.
He's a target monster with Justin Herbert under center.
Yes. It's just the illness side of it. If it comes out in the morning that he's a full go, honestly, I wouldn't hate going Keenan Allen over Tyreek. I think just based off of volume, it makes him safer.
Agreed.
Jason Dale, also Hawkinson or Jared Cook in a half PPR? Hawk or Cook?
Oh, give me Hawkinson. I have Hawkinson as my number 3 tight end this week.
Oh, that's spicy. That's real spicy.
That's wicked spicy, Ken.
Wicked spicy.
That's wicked spicy.
I can't do the accent. I've tried by myself with the camera off to see if I could do it, and I just can't do it. Let's see here. Anthony Cruz, what to do about Cooper? Trade, bench, follow by who to start? Oh, so that's a different question. So first, what do we do with Cooper? Trade him or bench him? I don't know if trading him is going to help because you have no value for him right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can get any kind of value for him, absolutely. But other than that, he's right now, unfortunately, and I hate to say it, a flex option.
At best. And that's depending on the options you have on the bench.
Exactly.
Next question is Big Ben or Matt Ryan?
For me, I have Big Ben just ahead of Matt Ryan because of the matchup. Roethlisberger against the Cowboys? Yes, please.
Yep. I mean, Matt Ryan has just struggled with consistency throwing touchdowns this year. He's got the one big game, but outside of that, he's just not putting up big numbers. Big Ben is somebody who I have ranked higher also. Yeah. What about Justin Jefferson, Claypool, Marvin Jones, Amari Cooper, or Anthony Miller? Pick 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of them. We got to sit 2 out of Jefferson, Claypool, Marvin, Cooper, and Anthony Miller.
Give me Jefferson, Claypool, and Marvin Jones as my starters.
And we just talked about Cooper and sitting them at flex at best. Yeah, I sit Cooper and Anthony Miller also. Oh, our boy Kyle in the chat. What's going on, Kyle? Says, Headliner Nation, miss you all tonight. Show Chris some love. Who will kill it in my place? Absolutely. Chris is on fire. I mean, he's kept me in check. He's talked some trash to me. He's, insulted me. I mean, there's been lots of things that's happened in the first 45 minutes.
It's been a pretty good Saturday night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty full Saturday evening. Michael Sepulveda. Sup, Michael. Says, should I start Godwin over Mooney or Kirk?
Yes. I mean, if Godwin is able to play, then I think that I do think that he's someone that you need to put in there. If he doesn't, though, Christian Kirk, 110%. I
mean, I still think that Kirk is slightly safer with the potential of rain, the addition of Antonio Brown. He's got a cast on his hand, for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like, receivers need fingers, and
I don't know if I personally don't think Godwin plays. Like, that's just my gut feeling.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's ruled out either. I mean, I just think that Kirk is slightly safer. I mean, you got to have fingers to play wide receiver. I mean, you can't be.
Tell that to JPP. He doesn't need fingers to play defensive end.
Well, that's different. He can have like a club, fair. But I mean, if you play wide receiver like this, you're basically just Devin Funchess at this point. So that's a problem. Gerald Bondick says, "Hi, Jake and Chris." Hey, what's going on again, Gerald? Gerald making his way into the super chat quite a bit, Gerald. We appreciate the support. Full PPR, Hollywood, McLaurin, Corey Davis. Please rank them. So in a full PPR, Hollywood, McLaurin, and Davis.
For me, it's McLaurin, Hollywood, and then Davis in that order.
Yes. Now, what about rest of season? I'm assuming he means this week, but what if we're talking about rest of season? Does that change?
No, not at all.
I don't think so either. I think McLaurin stays there at the top. James Gassman, Gibson, Antonio Gibson, or DJ Dallas in a half PPR?
I'm gonna go with Antonio Gibson, going against the Giants, who allow just about 103, 104 rushing yards per game to running backs. Yeah.
I like that. I mean, I think DJ Dallas may have a little bit more touchdown upside, but I think you'll be more dependent on the touchdowns where Gibson could get you the bigger chunks of yardage and the safer floor.
Yep.
Warren Danina, Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert? I can't sit Kyler Murray.
And I'll be honest with you, I can't quit Kyler Murray. I mean, if he's on my team, he's in my starting lineup every single week.
That's why you work here, Chris. See, you do love one Cardinal.
I did. I honestly tried to think of something really witty and clever, and nothing came to mind.
Nothing came. Well, to be completely honest, in my rankings right now, I have Kyler Murray at number 4, Justin Herbert at number 5. So
I have Murray at 5 and Herbert at 6.
See, so I mean, we're super close there.
Yeah.
So they're both great options. I got to lean Kyler Murray. Should I pick up a New England running back, James White or Damian Harris, in case Jacobs doesn't play?
Damian Harris over James White, 100%.
Yeah, I agree. And it says DeAndre Swift, Antonio Gibson, and Duke Johnson are his other running backs. I would still play Swift, Gibson, and if you need another one, I would go Harris over Duke Johnson.
Agreed.
Straight out of Visa. What's going on? Appreciate you. It says Flex 2, Moss, Crowder, Fournette, and Harris in a full PPR.
Fournette and Harris for me.
Yep, agreed. Got to be Leonard Fournette and Damian Harris. Jeremiah Pentahos. Sorry if I mispronounced that. I really tried the first time.
Pantyhose?
No, Chris. Down, boy. Down.
That's not a Chris Childs like burner account, is it?
It very well could be. Check the Discord. It may just be him. Trading Deshaun Watson for Matt Ryan and Mike Evans or Cooper Kupp. What do you guys think? Right now, his wide receivers would be Tyreek Hill, Michael Thomas, and one of these other guys. So he would have Hill, Thomas, and either Evans or Kupp if he were to trade Deshaun Watson for Matt Ryan and one of those guys. Do you do that?
I don't think you have to with the depth you currently have at wide receiver, and then taking the downgrade from Watson to Matt Ryan. I think you should stay put with where you are.
Plus, you're taking a gamble on Mike Evans. What's Mike Evans going to be if Antonio Brown does come in there and command a steady target share? You're kind of taking a little bit too much of a gamble, and you're taking the downgrade at quarterback. So honestly,
agreed.
Yeah, just keep it where you're at. A-Train Fitness, Breeze, Teddy B, or Lock this week?
Teddy B has been disappointing. Breeze, don't love the matchup against one of the best secondaries in the league in Tampa Bay. So give me Drew Lock against the Falcons.
I thought I was going to have to take Lock by myself and sound like an idiot.
I'm loving that matchup.
Dude, I got Drew Lock as number 13 right now. We got, let's see here, Breeze at 14 and Teddy B at 16. So yeah, I got Lock as the highest there out of the group.
Yeah, so I have Lock at 18, but the other two are outside of the top 20.
Yep. Giggity Goo 52. That's a great name too. There's some good names out there tonight.
I like
dropped Harris for Dobbins this week and playoffs. So you dropped Damian Harris and got J.K. Dobbins. As long as Mark Ingram stays out, I don't hate that whatsoever.
Yeah, I think it's a lateral pivot for me because I have them ranked right next to each other.
Yep, absolutely. Just a quick reminder, hit that like button for us. Only at 328 likes. Hit the like button if you want to see both Chris and I let it flow this evening. Chris has a special helmet to wear too. It's going to be amazing. Let's see here. Ernesto Alvarez, full PPR, flex pick 2. Dobbins, Chark, DJ, and Snead. DJ, I'm guessing David Johnson. So we got Dobbins, Chark, David Johnson, and Willie Snead.
Pick 2?
Pick 2.
DJ and Dobbins.
DJ and Dobbins, absolutely, I agree. Millie Tings, full PPR flex. And my thing just scrolled down. Hold on one second. Let's see. Where are we at? There it is. Henry Ruggs, James White, or Jared Cook in a full PPR.
Oh, sorry. Those Ruggs, White and who?
Cook. Jared Cook.
I'm gonna say give me Henry Ruggs. I don't love it, but I think he's the best of the three.
I think he's the best of the three. He has the best matchup of the three.
Yeah.
Also, as far as being utilized in his offense too. I mean, Jared Cook. We talked about flexing tight ends. I'm just too old for that. I can't. It hurts after a while. Peter Headland. This is bad. Well, at least he prefaced the question with "This is bad." Way to go, Peter. Half PPR. Chris Carson is out. So at running back 2, should I start Travis Homer or Mike Davis? Ouch.
Let me scroll down really far in my rankings.
Like, I don't know if you can scroll that far.
No. So I'm gonna say Travis Homer. I have him ranked as my RB 48. Mike Davis is my RB 54.
Well, perfect. Best of luck to you there on that one, though, Peter. It says flex Aguilar, Mecole Hardman, or Emmanuel Sanders.
I like me some Aguilar this week.
I don't dislike Aguilar. I can get on the Aguilar train this week. I mean, if Kyle was here, he would tell us because he's like the Aguilar whisperer. He just seems to get that one right for the most part.
I've got Sanders and Aguilar right next to each other, and I like Aguilar's matchup a little bit more.
All right, Ryan Gilbert. Appreciate you. Non-PPR need 2 wide receivers between Adam Thielen, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, and Hollywood Brown.
You need 1 or 2.
Dos.
Oh, give me Adam Thielen and Hollywood Brown.
Evans, AB, or Hollywood Brown.
Oh,
do it.
AB.
He did it. I think I'd like to call Adam Thielen safe, even though he's not safe because Kirk Cousins is his quarterback. But this is probably, I mean, you got risk all the way around. I mean, Mike Evans is not a gimme by any means. Antonio Brown could take away that upside. Hollywood Brown hasn't been consistent by any means. I mean, this is maybe the point where I just take that gamble on AB and hope that he can find the end zone.
And I just want to point out one thing real quick. The one thing that worries me the most about Hollywood Brown isn't his skill set. It's the fact that Lamar Jackson is just over and under throwing every single target towards him. It's tough to keep him as a consistent option every week.
Yeah, it's not a talent thing. And he's even come out here, recently and said, hey, I'm not exactly excited for my role that I got right now. I want some more. Maybe they start to force some targets, but I'd like to see that first. The Ron Blair says, this is for the flexing the tight end comment. Hey, it just comes naturally to me. I mean, when I think about flexing my tight end, I just think about cramping. I think about being sore the next day. I mean, it's just nothing. I'm too old for that. Astro Joe's, trade Evans and Moore for Zeke and CD or Juju. Would you trade Evans and Moore for Zeke and either CD or Juju?
I would not. Nope. I would absolutely keep DJ Moore and Mike Evans. I know Evans, his role might be in question going forward, but you'd be giving up way more than you'd be getting in return. Yeah,
that's the thing. You're inheriting a lot of risk. Could be going double cowboy. Don't want to go double cowboy this year.
Never go double cowboy.
Never go double cowboy. That's like an absolute no-no. Danny Lynch, pick 2 for the flex. Pollard, AB, Dallas, or Juju?
Give me Dallas.
Pick 1 more. So we got AB, Juju, or Pollard. Are you going to do it again?
I'm not. I'm going Juju. I wanted to go AB, and I was like, no, I've got him too far down. Juju, I think, is a lot safer.
Juju's
you want to go AB? You want to go AB, don't
safer, but I want to go AB. I want to go AB in Dallas.
I don't hate it.
I think both of them have the highest touchdown upside. In a group like that, I'm chasing touchdowns because I don't know what the volume is going to be like. So, I got to go AB. Derek Preston, appreciate you. Who should I try to trade away for some playoff championship pieces that you mentioned on the trade video? So he's got Herbert, A-Rob, Keenan Allen, Ridley, AB, Beasley, Derrick Henry, Jordan Howard, Austin Eckler, and then all of a sudden he says Chubb Eckler for Montgomery. I would not do Chubb Eckler for Montgomery. I don't know if that was a question or not there.
No. Honestly, out of those names I heard, I mean, you sound like you're pretty set. I don't know if there's an area where you really need to upgrade. No. I think you should, personally, I would say stay put. And if an offer comes to you, then we can talk about it. But I want to go out looking to make a trade with the roster you currently have.
No, I mean, you're talking about having Justin Herbert as your quarterback. Perfect. Fine with that. A-Rob, Keenan Allen, and Calvin Ridley and Antonio Brown as your top wide receivers. Don't hate that. Then you got Derrick Henry and you're about to get back Nick Chubb, possibly. I mean, I get what you're looking at right now because your running backs are a little bit banged up with Chubb and Eckler. But, dude, down the stretch, you're talking about wanting to know about the playoffs and the championship. You got it coming right back to you. So I wouldn't do anything too big there. I mean, you can always go out to your league mates and say, hey, I'm going to be shopping Keenan Allen or whoever you want to choose and just see what offers you get back. You never know, but just I wouldn't sell, low on anybody.
One option I will say is if Antonio Brown has a big game the next couple of weeks, sell high on him, try to get a running back in return, so at least that way you have some more running back depth.
Yep. Let's see here. Daniel Orton, pick one, Lev Bell, DJ Moore, or AB in a full PPR flex.
Give me DJ Moore.
Yeah, I think DJ Moore's the safest option there. Brad Elliott, Chark or Mooney in the flex? I'm going Mooney.
I'm going Mooney.
I went Mooney first.
Well, you talked first.
That's why I answered first, because I didn't want to be like I was copying you. Also traded Hill, Anderson, and David Johnson. Wow. For Kamara, Corey Davis, and Myles Gaskin.
I don't hate it because you got Kamara in return.
It was better before Gaskin got hurt and put on IR. I'll tell you that.
Agreed.
that was kind of like a little kick to the nuts.
You definitely got the best player in the deal, but hopefully, I'm just hoping at the end of the season it'll end up working out for you. But Kamara was easily the best part of that trade.
Yeah, I mean, they went on to say I have CMC, Hunt, and Chubb. Wide receivers are AJ Brown, Will Fuller, DJ Chark, Mooney. Tight end is Waller. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean,
it probably wasn't a trade you had to make because your running backs were already pretty good, but it just gives you an extra, added weapon there.
Right. Let's see here. 131 G-Dog. Drop one for CMC because he's obviously not going to trade him. Also start a lot of people. So the first one, let's figure out who we're going to drop first. Okay. It's out of Jonathan Taylor, CEH, Leonard Fournette, DeAndre Swift, Calvin Ridley, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Mike Williams, Jonnu Smith, or Evan Ingram. I think I know where I'm going.
Evan Ingram is one I'm dropping.
Yes, drop Evan Ingram. He is not that great at football. Not right now, anyway. Okay, that was the first question. Now we're going to start two running backs between Jonathan Taylor, CEH, Fournette, and Swift.
So for me, I'm going to go CEH and DeAndre Swift.
Yep, agreed with that. For the two wide receivers between Ridley, Godwin, Diggs, and Mike Williams.
All right, so Diggs is my first one. The other two, it's tough because Godwin and Ridley, we don't know if they're going to play. And what was the other option?
Mike Williams. I'm
going to say Godwin over Mike Williams, but again, it's tough. I think that I don't know if Godwin's just going to be a pawn out there. So, I'm going to go Diggs and Mike Williams just to be safe because we know they're going to be 100% healthy.
That's the safest option, I think, right now, just because we don't know about Ridley or Godwin. If you like to wake up early and check injury reports and see how these guys are doing in the morning, see if they're a full go, gives you another option. Out of Jonnu and Ingram, if you're going to drop Ingram, you're going with Jonnu. And then for the flex, we have to decide between Jonathan Taylor, Fournette, and one of the wide receivers we didn't choose, Ridley or Godwin.
Again, so because I know Fournette is going to play and he's healthy, I'm going Fournette.
Okay, I don't hate that whatsoever. White Boy FGC, trade Jefferson for Gibson or Edmonds. Would you trade Justin Jefferson for Chase Edmonds or Antonio Gibson?
I would trade him for Gibson if I needed the running back help. I think Gibson is better long-term than Edmonds.
His current running backs are Chris Carson, DJ Dallas, Kareem Hunt, Eckler, and James Robinson.
I would stay put then. I think you have enough running back depth where it can get you through the season. I would stay put.
Yep. I mean, you got Dallas when Carson is down. You got Hunt coming back next week who still produces with a Nick Chubb. Eckler could be an end-of-the-season addition to help make a playoff run, and we love James Robinson. His wide receivers are Jefferson, Deontay, Johnson, Ridley, Keenan Allen, and Stephon Diggs. I mean, you're stacked at wide receiver too. I mean, you really don't have a whole lot of room even for Justin Jefferson. Right now, Justin Jefferson is like your wide receiver 5. So
yeah, if you want to make the trade, you can make it for Antonio Gibson. I think that's fine, but otherwise stay put.
Yep, I agree. Ohio Tree rating, AB or Juju at the flex?
I'm going to go Juju still.
He's going Juju. I'm going AB because I feel like it. I'm feeling spicy. J-Rue Gaming. Need one running back and one flex in a full PPR. Leonard Fournette, DJ Dallas, Chase Claypool, Thanks, guys. Love the channel. Keep it up. Nope, thank you. So one running back between Fournette, Dallas. Yes, Fournette and Dallas. Which one are you choosing?
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be spicy. I'm gonna go DJ Dallas.
Would you put Fournette in the flex over Chase Claypool?
No, I would play Claypool.
Yeah. No, your screen is not frozen. I just want to freeze for a second to see if people are like, "Oh man, the stream stopped." No, it didn't. I was just freezing myself. I personally I'm going to go double back. I'm going double RB with Fournette and Dallas. With Claypool, if Deontay Johnson is healthy, Claypool is just kind of a little bit more of an afterthought, and I just think Fournette and Dallas slightly safer. Brandon Tomita, which side of the trade wins? There's a lot of names here, Chris. Henry Hunt, Moore, Fant on one side. Aaron Jones, Connor, Golladay, Fournette on the other side.
You name the first four?
Henry Hunt, Moore, Fant.
That side wins.
I think that side does win. I mean, I love Derrick Henry. I mean, you can't go wrong with Derrick Henry. Kareem Hunt's going to be a weekly flex play for you as soon as their bye is over with Nick Chubb still. Yep. DJ Moore's still somebody who's starting to get going with Teddy B. Noah Fant we've talked about here this show. Aaron Jones, kind of been disappointment at times. If he doesn't score touchdowns, he hurts your team. Scores a lot of touchdowns, though. James Conner, I do like. Kenny Golladay, currently injured. And Leonard Fournette. So, yeah, I mean, I'm taking the Henry side.
Yeah, the Henry side just has more depth from top to bottom.
Yep, agreed. Steven Bowman, thanks, guys. Jake, I know you had Herbert number 5 and Allen number 6 in your rankings. Is Herbert good this week and rest of season and look to move Allen? Honestly, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, I think Herbert rest of season is a top 10 quarterback. This week, top 5, top 6.
Yep, absolutely. Kevin Nguyen, we see your donation out there. We greatly appreciate you. Thank you very much. Mr. Blonde, 26-26. Trade Chubb and Eckler for Carson and Slayton.
No, I would
not. I mean, you've been holding on to Chubb and Eckler this long. Just hold it off till the end and just don't hold it for too long. If it starts to turn purple, you got to let it go. Let's see here. Kevin Nguyen. Here's his question. It says, half PPR, A.J. Brown, Marvin Jones, Darnell Mooney, or Christian Kirk. We can pick 2 of them. Between Brown, A.J. Brown, Marvin Jones, Mooney, and Kirk.
I'm going to go A.J. Brown and Marvin Jones.
Damn it, I thought you were going to go with Christian Kirk. I'm going A.J. Brown and Christian Kirk. Why? Because I can.
Because I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not 40, though. Robert, 10-team PPR, starting Big Ben, okay, CMC, Jonathan Taylor, good, and Lockett, McLaurin, A.J. Brown, good. Noah Fant, all right. The Giants' defense, okay.
I like it.
I don't hate it. On the bench, he's got Stafford, DJ Dallas, Hunter Henry, Chris Godwin. Should he make any changes? Personally,
the only change that I'd make is maybe putting DJ Dallas over Jonathan Taylor, but that's probably about it.
We're there, Chris. We're on it. We're back. We're back.
All I need to do is just pick Christian Kirk once, and we'll be fine.
Oh, dude, if you pick Christian Kirk, it's gonna blow my mind. Yeah, I agree. I like DJ Dallas over Jonathan Taylor. Why? He's in the pit of misery right now. I'm gonna totally butcher this name. I apologize ahead of time. Alois Sia. Jonnu Smith or Hayden Hearst this week?
I'm going Hayden Hearst. Jonnu Smith, since the return of Corey Davis, he's certainly seen the targets go down a little bit, so I'm going to go Hayden Hearst.
Do you think the ankle is still bothering Jonnu Smith? He never missed any time from it, and ever since that ankle injury is when he started to decline.
I think it certainly could be lingering, and maybe it might take a couple of weeks for him to get back into it, but we've just seen Corey Davis in the last 2 weeks just get double-digit targets, and it's starting to look kind of scary.
Yep, exactly. Adam Spisman, PPR flex, DJ Dallas, Deontay Johnson, or Brandon Cooks?
DJ Dallas.
Yeah, DJ Dallas, the safest option there. I agree. If you want to gamble for the higher upside and just take that risk, then you go Deontay Johnson. I think his ceiling may be slightly higher.
And if you really want to gamble, you should go over to monkeyknifefight.com, enter in promo code headliners, and it'll help win yourself some money.
Yeah. Well, you know why? Because we'll match your deposit up to $50 if you use our promo code.
Fact.
Right? I mean, if you haven't checked out Monkey Knife Fight yet, maybe you're not a DFS guy. I get it. I mean, I'll be the first one to admit that I suck at DFS. If I have DFS questions, I ask Chris because I'm looking at big picture. I'm not looking at just individual building lineups. But Monkey Knife Fight is a great alternative to go out there and do some prop bets. Maybe you say, hey, over under 300 yards passing for Matt Ryan, whatever it may be.
It's a lot of fun
to get involved in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Legend B says, love you guys' show and insight. No question. Just love and smash the like button, people. So he's telling people to smash the like button. You don't want to get on Legend B's bad side. Trust me. Josh Smith, pick 3 in a full PPR. Jacobs, AB, Beasley, or Crowder. Are we just going to sit Crowder?
We're just sitting Crowder because I don't think he's playing.
Yep, we'll sit Crowder. Dave Lowe, I got Zeke and Carson out. Sorry, Dave.
Oof.
Full PPR for the running back 2. He's got to decide between Joshua Kelly and Patrick Laird.
Oh, I mean,
Dave. I'm sorry, Dave.
Sorry, dude. But yeah, you're going to want to go with Joshua Kelly here.
I mean, literally, you could just close your eyes and just click on the screen until one of them hits like submit and just hope for the best because it's bad on both sides. At least we know with no Tremaine Pope, Josh Kelly could get some more touches. Yeah. Kevin DeWin says, half PPR, pick 3 wide receivers. Let's see here. We got Godwin, A.J. Brown, Marvin Jones, Christian Kirk, or Mooney. So we got to pick 3 of them between Godwin, Brown, Jones, Kirk, and Mooney.
I'm going A.J. Brown. Sorry, it was A.J. Brown, Mooney, Kirk, and...
Godwin. And Marvin Jones.
A.J. Brown, Marvin Jones, and give me some Christian Kirk.
Woo! We did it. I mean...
And yeah, I didn't say it just to say it. I really do like that option over the other ones.
Yeah, I think with A.J. Brown, Marvin Jones, you should see the target share there so you can kind of afford to take that little bit of a gamble with Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
Second half of that question for running backs, Jacobs or Justin Jackson?
I'm going to give the edge to Josh Jacobs there. I think even with him, being a little bit banged up, I still like the matchup against the Chargers.
Is this the first time we've ever been asked a question where both running backs had a first and last name start with J? Josh Jacobs, Justin Jackson.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Thanks for all the content. Always looking forward to your videos. Appreciate the support, Kevin. Daniel Scoff, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, AB, DJ Dallas. Choose one out of Deontay, DJ Moore, AB, or DJ Dallas.
Is DJ was DJ Moore?
Yes.
I'm going with DJ Moore.
So you're going DJ Moore over Deontay Johnson, AB, and DJ Dallas.
Correct.
Okay, I think DJ Moore's probably got a safer floor. Deontay Johnson's still somebody, like I keep saying, that has that higher ceiling if you want to gamble a little bit. Yep. Cow View, half PPR at flex. Oh no, Patrick Laird, Steven Sims, Frank Gore, Dalton Schultz. Or do I cross my fingers with Mike Davis? Longtime viewer, first time super chatter. Cow, we appreciate you, Cow.
Love it.
Unfortunately, Cal, you got some bad options to go through. You got Patrick Laird, Steven Sims, Frank Gore, Dalton Schultz, Mike Davis, Christian McCaffrey's back. I mean, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I almost lean towards Frank Gore.
So I am not leaning Frank Gore. I'm actually going. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm going with Mr. Patrick Laird. That is my pick.
I didn't even think we'd say that name much tonight, and here you are picking.
I didn't think I was going to say that name all season.
Yeah.
But with the injuries that the Dolphins have had and how their running back stable is starting to deplete, they've got a good matchup against the Arizona Cardinals. So I'm going to go with some Patrick Laird and hope that he can give you some PPR goodness.
I mean, I'm struggling with that. I mean, Frank Gore. Well, I mean, going up against the Patriots, even you yourself earlier that the Patriots run D has sucked, way
terrible
earlier.
Terrible.
So, I mean, hopefully Frank Gore can find maybe can find the end zone once.
Maybe some goal line carries, yeah.
Maybe. Jonas Fisher. Wilson is my quarterback. Awesome. CMC is my running back 1. Awesome. And Dalvin Cook is my running back 2. Even more awesome. He's also starting DeAndre Hopkins as his wide receiver 1. But for his wide receiver 2 in flex spot, he's got... This can't be Michael Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Todd Gurley, and I'm guessing A.J. Brown or Antonio Brown. Traded a lot of players at the right time, plus it's an 8-team league. Okay, 8-team league.
Oh, okay.
I was like, dude, how did you do all that? But I mean...
I don't want to be in a league with you ever.
Yeah, I mean...
Well done.
So for your running back 1, or your wide receiver 1 and 2, we got to go between Thomas, McLaurin, and Antonio Brown. I'll go with Thomas and McLaurin there.
Same.
And then for your flex, we got to choose between Gurley and Antonio Brown. Gurley's probably safer.
Gurley.
Yeah, Gurley's a safer bet if you're looking for just a high upside gamble because it's an 8-team league and you can afford to do it. then it's Antonio Brown.
Yep.
But yeah, that team is redonkulous. Rolando Prieto, what's up, fam? What's going on, Rolando? Half PPR need a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, a tight end, and a flex, and a super flex. Rolando's pretty needy this evening. John Brown, Jacoby Myers. Let's separate this. A wide receiver 2. We got John Brown, Jacoby Myers, Antonio Brown. And Mike Evans. So we got John Brown, Jacoby Myers, Antonio Brown, and Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
Okay, pick another one, because that's his wide receiver 2. Who's his number 3? Brown, Myers, or AB?
I know we said, we don't like to start the same position from the same team, so I normally would say Antonio Brown, but to differentiate a little bit, I'm going to go John Brown.
Okay, what about for the tight end between Hawkinson and Jonnu Smith?
Hawkinson.
Okay, and now for the flex, we're going to go between Jacoby Myers, Jonnu Smith, and Antonio Brown.
I'm going to say Antonio Brown.
That leaves us a super flex position, and the only thing we have left is Jacoby Myers, Jonnu Smith, and Garrett Gilbert.
I'm going to say don't. I know we said start quarterbacks in super flex, but it's Garrett Gilbert, so I'm going to say no to Gilbert, and we're going to go Jacoby Myers.
All right, then. Jacoby Myers it is. So Jonnu Smith and Garrett Gilbert didn't make the cut in that line.
No, Garrett Gilbert scares the crap out of me.
I mean, he's a pretty scary dude. Warren Danina, thanks for all the advice. Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert? I think we answered this one earlier. We're still going Kyler Murray here on this one. You just can't sit Kyler. And then you also said, should you pick up White or Harris? We said Harris is the better option there in case Josh Jacobs does not play, or put Marvin Jones in the flex. So it was between Marvin Jones and Damian Harris. Harris the safer bet, Jones the higher upside. Christopher Reed says, "Allo, guys. Allo.
Hello to you.
It's 3 a.m. in the UK, but this show is worth staying up for. Attaboy, Christopher. That's what I'm talking about. One standard flex. Corey Davis or Dammit Devin. Yes, the nickname has stuck. I named him Dammit Devin, and Devin Singletary has now been renamed. Or Le'Veon Bell if Ridley is out. So Corey Davis, Dammit Devin, or Le'Veon Bell.
Ooh. Number one, I love the nickname.
Thank you.
But I'm gonna go with Corey Davis there. I like Le'Veon Bell, but I like the target share that Davis has seen.
Yep, like I said, Bell's just not seeing that volume yet, so I got to agree. Thanks for staying up with us, Christopher. Thomas Tripati, Gibson or CEH this week and rest of season?
This week I'm gonna give the edge to CEH. I've got him just a couple spots over Antonio Gibson, but for the rest of the season, give me Antonio Gibson.
That's full of spice right there too. I'm liking it. I think Antonio Gibson surprises a lot of people here second half of the season. I mean, they slowly brought him along, and he's just ready to explode. CEH, somebody I still trust a little bit more this week. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely trending the opposite direction. Lockford 23, Justin Jefferson, AB, Thielen, full PPR. He needs 2 of them between Justin Jefferson, AB, and Thielen.
Jefferson and Thielen.
You're going double Viking on us, are you?
I'm going double Viking on you.
Wow. I only heard about that on like weird websites, but whatever. Going double Viking. I think
you need to stay out of my search history.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Personally, part of me wants to go with Justin Jefferson and Antonio Brown and not go double Viking.
That'd be spicy.
It is a little bit. I think Thielen is safer, but he just hasn't been. The target's been going towards Justin Jefferson. And it's just the defense is focusing on Thielen, and Justin Jefferson's getting to run wild at times. But I know that's a little bit risky. If you want to play it safer, then you go double Viking. Trenton Marcotti, full PPR, Fournette or Damian Harris?
I'm gonna give Damian Harris the edge there. I like the workload a little bit more than what Fournette might be seeing.
I don't hate it. I got Fournette at 19 and Damian Harris at 20. I mean, I got them back to back. They're right there. I have
Harris
tier.
At 18 and Fournette at 19.
Yeah, I mean, they're right there in that same tier. Harris a little bit safer, probably, but the higher ceiling with Fournette. Let's see here. Where did I leave off? Tons of questions coming in here. Hit the like button since I haven't even had a drink since we started. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Because it scrolled to the bottom.
Just wondering whenever you get to Anna's super chat.
Is it going to be good?
Oh, it's going to be delicious.
Great. Let's see here. Jack Pastor, pick 2: Mike Williams, Amari Cooper, Le'Veon Bell, and John Brown.
I'm going to go Mike Williams and John Brown.
I think that's the highest upside play there. Bell's, like we said, just too inconsistent, and Amari, Garrett Gilbert. Suicide Messiah, Hines, Pollard, Howard, Edwards, or Wilkins in a PPR. Hines, Pollard, Howard, Edwards, Wilkins.
That's tough. I'm going to give Gus Edwards the nod there. I think he's the safer out of the group.
I mean, for some reason, Gus Edwards just produces in this backfield. I mean, he just does it whenever he's given an opportunity. It's not the greatest of matchups for him, but it's the running game of the Ravens, and when they're on, and Gus Edwards is pretty safe. Let's see here. What about Gerald Bondick? Says, hi, Chris and Jake. Hey, Gerald.
Hi, Gerald.
Full PPR, flex Corey Davis or Jonathan Taylor. Thanks for the awesome insights. So we got to choose between Corey Davis and Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor, pit of misery. So I'm going Corey Davis.
I'm also going Corey Davis. I love the target share that this guy's been getting.
Yeah, he's been getting it all right. Alfredo Olvera, Melvin Gordon, or Sterling Shepard in a flex half PPR.
I'm gonna go Melvin Gordon. I know it's kind of split between he and Philip Lindsay, but I'm gonna go with Gordon there.
I think Gordon's got the safer floor, Shepard the higher ceiling if you want to gamble.
Absolutely.
Ginger Fit Dad says Montgomery or Jackson in a half PPR.
I've got them back to back. I have Jackson at 14, Monty at 15. I'm going to give the nod to David Montgomery. As much as it kind of worries me, I like the matchup against Titans. I think he's got some really nice upside.
Yep, I got Montgomery at 16, Jackson at 18. So yeah, I got him just a couple spots higher. Already not starting off good with the Hasty debacle. Yeah, Hasty. He couldn't run when they got down 21 within like 10 minutes, it felt like. So.
And then McKinnon got the garbage time touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. Ying Low, appreciate the support out there. Robert Hassel, 12-team full PPR. Ryan Tannehill or Cam Newton. I'm
going Tannehill.
Yep, so am I. I just can't trust Cam right now. He's dependent on rushing touchdowns, and he hasn't been getting them. So it's a liability. He can also drop Cam for DJ Dallas. That I would do. If this is a one quarterback league,
I would absolutely do that.
Absolutely, 100%. Drop Cam Newton, pick up DJ Dallas. Starting Derrick Henry and DeAndre Swift. Flexing Shepard and DJ Chark. Honestly, I would drop Cam, pick up DJ Dallas, and put Dallas at my flex instead of DJ Chark.
Yep, same here.
That's what I would do this week for you there, Robert. Derek B. You got Antonio Brown, Justin Jefferson, Mike Williams, DJ Dallas, full PPR flex. Let's see here. So we got AB, Jefferson, Williams, and Dallas.
I know we like to go with the running backs there, but I love what Justin Jefferson has been doing this year. I think he's a top 30 flex option this week.
Yeah, I don't hate Justin Jefferson. He's got that high ceiling. DJ Dallas still probably the safest floor of the bunch if you wanted to play it safer. Lucas Indahl, Jonathan Taylor or Chris Godwin for my flex. Well, crap, we got one playing with a cast and one in the pit of misery. What are we doing, Chris?
I'm going with the pit of misery with Jonathan Taylor.
Dilly.
I'll take Dilly over the cast.
Wait a second. Did we just rename Jonathan Taylor Dilly?
Yeah, and I really hope it sticks.
I mean, if you like it, let us know. What about Kent Dyschel? What's going on, Kent? First time in the chat since Mom's passing. Sorry to hear that, Kent. I actually remember that we talked to us there on Twitter about it. If Godwin and Ridley are out, who do I start? Crowder, Judy, Davis, or Singletary. Needs 2 wide receivers and 1 running back. So if Godwin and Ridley are out, we got to choose between the 2 receivers of Crowder, Judy, Davis, which is going to be Judy and Davis.
Judy and Davis because Crowder's out.
Yep. And then for the running back, only one we have listed here is Singletary, so that's going to be my choice for that running back in a full PPR.
Yep.
Yes, Mr. Vic. Can you guys give your honest rest of season outlook for Zeke? Well, first of all, we're probably a little bit too honest at times. So, yes, we absolutely can. The remaining schedule is tough for Dallas. Is he even worth starting the remaining games? Well, here's the thing. This all, in my opinion, depends on what else you have. Can you afford to sit Zeke Elliott? Are you going to turn around and put in Patrick Laird? I mean, there's a line that needs to be, drawn in the sand of what we actually make as a cutoff. Do I love Zeke rest of season? Absolutely not. Is it just based off quarterback? Not really. the offensive line has banged it up also, and that's a problem. And the issue is their defense is also bad, so they're trailing early in games, and they can't afford to lean on the run. There's a lot of things going on in Dallas. The problem is I don't think you can trade him for a whole lot right now because his value is just so low. You can try it, but you may just end up having to hold on to him and cross your fingers.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think for him, I think he finishes as a top 15 back, but for Zeke, that's awful because he should be finishing as a top 5, top 3 running back.
Yeah, it's just not. There's so many chips stacked against him right now. It's a little bit scary. It's nothing that I'm excited for rest of season. I mean, what does he have to really play for? I mean, go out there and just to get hurt because they're not going to win many games. Alfonso Diaz. We got Justin Jackson, DJ Dallas, Mike Evans, and Michael Thomas. We got to have one running back out of Jackson and DJ Dallas.
I'm going with Jackson there.
Yep, Justin Jackson. One wide receiver out of Evans and Michael Thomas.
I'm going to go Michael Thomas.
Okay, now we get to flex either Evans or DJ Dallas.
Give me Evans. I'm good with that.
Yeah, you go with Evans. Evans probably the higher ceiling. DJ Dallas probably still has that safer floor. Anthony Cruz, Dalton Schultz, or Jonnu Smith?
Jonnu Smith, baby.
Yeah, I mean, like Dalton Schultz, don't like Garrett Gilbert in the offense right now. Let's see here. Oh, Kent says he meant one flex, not one running back in his previous question. So we have to choose. It was still Singletary because Crowder's not going to play. So that worked out. Straight out of Visa, bench either Zeke or Pollard, depending who plays for Fournette. I honestly would rather play Fournette over Pollard. Or Zeke's going to be out, so I'd play Fournette over Pollard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially because you said full PPR. That's what Fournette's doing in Tampa Bay. So, yeah, give it to me. Patricio Salinas. Hey, guys, love the show. Guys, pick one wide receiver, one flex. So, for the one wide receiver, Chris, we got Beasley, Amari, or Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson.
Abso-freaking-lutely. One flex. We got Howard, Antonio Gibson, Dobbins, Amari, or Beasley.
Give me Gibson.
Yeah, I think Antonio Gibson's probably going to be the next safest play. I mean, we love flexing our running backs there. Rocky Road Warrior, what's going on? Appreciate the support. Seeking a running back 2 in full PPR. Dobbins, Pollard, or Wilkins?
Give me Dobbins.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to go Dobbins. As much as I think Wilkins gets the lion's share of carries there in that backfield, the upside is just too high for Dobbins for me to ignore. D. Clay, pick 2. Justin Jefferson, Lockett, or AB?
I'm going to go Jefferson and Lockett.
You're just Antonio Brown risk averse this week, I think.
That's what I do. I like to go with, the safer picks.
Yeah, I hear you. Jeffrey Foote. Hey guys, please help. Start 2 in a flex. James White, Tim Patrick, Naheem Hines, Jordan Wilkins, Henry Ruggs. Thanks, fellas. No, thank you, Jeffrey. So pick 2 out of White, Patrick, Hines, Wilkins, Ruggs.
I'm gonna go Ruggs and
Wilkins.
I'm gonna go Hines over James White. And big shout out to Jeffrey Foote. He also is one of our regulars over at our Facebook live streams every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. So shout out to Jeff.
Who leads that live stream on Wednesday nights?
This guy.
You do. That's right. So if you're looking for more live stream action throughout the week, Wednesday night on Facebook, go like our Facebook page, follow us over there, and you can see Chris every Wednesday night to get more questions answered. Jade Webb. It's a 2-quarterback league. Lamar is his number 1 quarterback, but his other options are Bridgewater, Locke, and Rivers. Who should be his second?
Drew Lock, baby.
It's Drew Lock this week. Yep, it's Drew Lock this week.
Yeah.
Even though old man Rivers has been playing a little bit better here as of late. Let's see here. Lamont Jones. Appreciate you. It says Thielen, Keenan, Mike Williams, Deontay Johnson, Claypool. Full PPR, pick 3. And he needs a win because he's 4-4 this week. So we're picking 3 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got to sit 2 out of Thielen, Allen, Williams, Deontay, and Claypool.
All right.
Williams and Claypool.
Give me Keenan Allen, Thielen,
and Deontay.
Yeah. I literally have he and Claypool back to back, and I'm like, which one do I go with?
I'm going Deontay Johnson as the third one.
Yeah, me too.
And that's the guy who has the
when he's healthy, he is the main target of Big Ben, and it's not even close.
Not even remotely close. Jonathan Rodriguez. Hey guys, Dallas or Deontay Johnson?
I'll go DJ Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas the safer option. Deontay Johnson is the high upside gamble if you want to gamble. Jared Cook or Trey Burton?
Jared Cook.
Yeah, give me Jared Cook also. And last, in another league, Deontay Johnson, Swift, or DJ Moore. We can choose two. So we got to sit one of Deontay Johnson, Swift, or DJ Moore.
I'm going to be sitting Deontay Johnson. I'm starting Moore and Swift.
That's gotten closer with no Kenny G there for Swift to kind of get that ability and more passing work. So I think Swift is probably a little bit safer there this week in that option. Yep. Geeks of Liberty. Pick your wide receiver 2 and flex in a half PPR. So for our wide receiver 2, we got AB, A-Rob. That's our only two options. So we're going Allen Robinson, right?
Allen Robinson, easily, yeah.
Yeah. And then for flex, we got AB, Gurley, CEH, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones, and J.K. Dobbins.
I'm going CEH.
Yeah. As a flex play, if CEH is your flex play, that's a great risk to take, even though he's kind of underperformed here as of late.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Here's one from our boy Need Upside. Because we don't get enough of him in our Discord chat, our Patreon chat. He says, this is from Anna. Chris, are you still drinking that basic beer?
Wow,
you're getting called out on your live stream.
So she called me out on Wednesday night as well. So this is twice that I've gotten called out on my beer choice. So no, I'm not currently drinking Sam Oktoberfest. I'm drinking a fine lager or Pilsner, I should say, of Miller Lite.
Wow.
Because I'm classy. And I'm drinking it in my Masters koozie because we got the Masters coming up next week, guys.
Oh, wow. Look at that. It's like you're like on schedule with everything. Lucha, Chark, CEH, or Antonio Brown in a PPR flex. He already started hasty, so he's down big, so we need that high upside. Chark, CEH, or AB?
I mean, CEH is the safer pick, but if you want that upside, go with AB.
Yep. I mean, if you're chasing points anyway and you're already down,
yeah,
go for it. And just, throw it out on the table. Just let it sit there. Just go for AB. Jared Gulp, PPR flex, Claypool, Shepard, Corey Davis, or DJ Dallas. It's Dallas for me.
It's Dallas.
Yep. Hector Urano, what's going on, Hector? Appreciate you. Says full PPR, drop Mike Davis and pick up Gus Edwards for the rest of the season. Yes.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yep, absolutely. This week, Devin Singletary, J.K. Dobbins, Phillip Lindsay, Mike Davis, and Gus Edwards. Pick 3 of those 5. The best fantasy show. Appreciate you, Hector. So we got to pick 3 of the 5 between Singletary, Dobbins, Lindsay, Davis, and Edwards. Edwards is 1.
Dobbins is another. And then I'm going to go Lindsay.
I would say Lindsay over Singletary.
Yep.
Lindsay 21, Singletary 23. I agree with you. Let's see here. Josh Martis. Pick 2 between Fournette, Dallas, and Howard. Cheers, legends. What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you. So we got to sit one of these guys. Fournette, Dallas, or Howard.
I'm sitting Howard.
Is Howard kind of like a trap this week? He just seems like he's going to get all the touches, which means he's going to get Jermichael Hastied.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, everyone thinks he might get all those touches, the goal line carries, and then boom, Patrick Laird just comes in and swipes everything.
Yeah, that just sounds like what 2020 would do to you.
Yeah.
Omar Rubio, need a running back and flex. Should we got to choose between Deandre Swift, Moss, Jacoby Myers, and Jared Cook. So for his running back, we got Swift or Moss. We're going Swift there, right?
Swift.
100% Swift. And then for flex, Moss, Myers, or Cook.
I'm going Myers. Unless you want to flex that tight end.
I can't flex my tight end. I already told you. It just hurts too bad.
I'm going Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, I'm probably going with Jacoby Myers there against the Jets. Why? Because it's the Jets. Yabo Sama. For the remaining stretch, Matt Ryan or Joe Burrow, I have Ridley and Higgins already. So either way, you got one of these stacks. So we got to choose between Matt Ryan or Joe Burrow rest of season. I'm not nuts, am I?
I'm going Joe Burrow.
Okay, good, because that's what I'm thinking. I mean, the way that Joe Burrow's come out there, they're throwing the ball so much, and he's got so many weapons that, yeah, I'm going Joe Burrow. He's actually produced a lot more consistently than Matt Ryan. Myron KB, full PPR, pick 2 between Mooney, Williams, John Brown, and Corey Davis.
Pick how many?
Two.
I'm going Corey Davis and Mooney.
So you're going to go Mooney and Davis, and we're going to sit John Brown and Mike Williams.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. Eric Cruz back in the chat. What's going on, Eric? It says flex 1. I had to read that. I was like, wait a second. He's got flex 1. We're going to flex Christian Kirk, Kyle Richardson, Chris Kennedy, or Jake Hubman. Which one?
You know you're flexing Christian Kirk.
Damn. Okay, perfect. At least you picked him, finally.
I know. There was no right answer for me right there.
That's kind of like being a... What the heck?
I said what I said.
You and me are talking afterwards. Jur Lore, AB or Marvin Jones?
I'm going Marvin Jones is a safer pick there. AB for the upside.
For me, this one kind of depends on your lineup. If you have a safe lineup and you can afford to gamble, I go Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
If you already got some gambles, then I play it safer with Marvin Jones. Chris Roger, Darnell Mooney, or Hollywood Brown in the flex? I'm going Mooney.
I'm going Mooney as well.
Give me some Mooney.
Brown needs to be a little more consistent for me.
Yep, show me the Mooney. Stone Mason Jar. Need me a Mason jar. You drink out of Mason jars yet, Chris?
Not yet. I've had moonshine, just not out of a Mason jar.
Do you want a Mason jar? I got a lot of Mason jars.
Are we gonna drink out of them?
Yeah, I mean, you live in the South now. You can put anything in those things. They're awesome.
That's fair.
I'll drink coffee out of them.
I don't own a single Mason jar, so it would be a nice addition to my kitchen.
Well, when we're going to watch football tomorrow, I may bring you a Mason jar. All right, let's see. Anyway, back to his question, because we got totally sidetracked. Russell Gage or Chris Godwin?
Godwin.
Yeah, I got to go with Godwin also. Chris D. CEH or DJ Dallas? Still CEH.
Still CEH, for sure.
Yep. Oh, God, here's Anna's question. I'm afraid to read it. Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. It's actually a football-related question. That's not too bad. It says, hey, I need to set my lineup tonight because I can't fix them in a deer stand tomorrow. Perfect. Do I ride with Jacobs and his questionable label, or sit him and move David Montgomery from flex to running back and put in Christian Kirk or Hollywood Brown?
I still say go with Jacobs for sure.
So even though she can't change it tomorrow, you're still risking it with Jacobs?
Yeah, because I haven't seen any sort of inclination that he will not go.
And she's going to be in a deer stand early. Don't let her down.
Too late for that. That happened a while ago.
We've let her down for like a year or not. She's been one of our most active viewers forever. We greatly appreciate her.
I'm looking at Jacobs, his practice report. He was a limited participant yesterday. So I think that he still should be okay.
All right. Vikash Chand. Half PPR, Mooney or Dez? Not going Dez yet.
No, I know he was just brought up to the active roster, but not yet.
Yeah, let me check this here too. Hang on. I got a message from Dr. Ethan Turner, and he said that Josh Jacobs is trending towards playing. Still going to be a game time decision, but he expects him to play probably also.
Told you, Anna.
Let's see here. So, yeah, we can't trust Dez just yet. Yeah, he was brought up. Monitor that, but not something you can start right away. So we're going Mooney over Dez. What about Lindsey or Damian Harris?
I'm going Damian Harris. I've got him as my RB20. I've got Lindsey at RB25.
I got Harris at 20 and Lindsey at 21. So, I mean, it's so close for me.
It's splitting hairs for you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the safer option may be Harris, but it's like minuscule. What about full PPR now? Lindsey or Harris or Dez is a flex. If it's full PPR, Lindsey isn't really a pass-catching back. A lot of people think that he's there for that pass-catching role. He's really not.
And unfortunately, neither is Damian Harris.
No. So, I mean, I'll still roll with Damian Harris there also, just by a hair. Oh, there's the comment from Anna. Here's the donation to buy Jake some Just for Men for that beard. Anna, I just said so many nice things about you.
Wait, did she put beard in quotations?
She put it in quotations.
I mean, it's not a quotation kind of comment because the beard is there. It's out there.
Anna. I mean, you can't really tell, but I mean, this is like maybe a new record for me. I'm not just for men. Christmas is right around the corner, and I may need to work as a mall Santa. Okay, I mean things are getting rough at times, so I gotta let it go and just see what happens. What do you think, Chris? Down to here?
I'm telling you, just frozen it up and just let it go.
Should I just let this go and keep the hair short?
Know what's gonna be amazing is when you let that go and then you let it flow with the helmet on top. You just have the beard sticking out of the helmet. That's gonna be beautiful.
Awesome. I like that.
Can't wait.
No, not just for many. Anyway, Cruz Hernandez. Need 2 in a PPR. Dobbins, Godwin, James White, or Mooney?
Dobbins, Godwin, James White, Mooney. I'm going Dobbins.
And then the other one's going to be?
I'm going to say Godwin. Just if he plays, go with Godwin.
And if there's any question about it in the morning, I go to Mooney.
Give me Mooney. Show me the Mooney.
Show you the Mooney. All right, let's see here. Hang on, let me scroll back. Ridgie. Start 2 receivers. Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, Robbie Anderson, Calvin Ridley. I mean, I honestly just go with McLaurin and Jefferson there and don't even worry about Ridley.
That's what I was going to say, because I would be surprised if Ridley plays.
Would you start Dobbins over Robbie Anderson or Calvin Ridley in the flex?
Yep.
I think I go Dobbins in my flex and just roll with it. Brett Olson. Good evening. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate you, Brett. Have a question about wide receivers. Perfect. Chris knows everything about wide receivers. He has Devante Adams as his wide receiver 1. Congratulations. You're probably up by like 30 already. DK Metcalf as your wide receiver 2. Congratulations. You have a top 5 wide receiver as your number 2. Should I start Justin Jefferson or A.J. Brown in my flex? Good Lord. You are a hoarder of all things wide receiver, Brett.
You are as rich as can be.
Yeah,
this is wide receiver.
Rich kid problems. You know what I mean? He's just got those rich kid wide receiver problems. So you got to choose between Jefferson or A.J. Brown as a flex. I'm going to go with A.J. Brown.
I'm also going with A.J. Brown because I'm looking at his matchup against Jalen Johnson, who is allowing he's allowed almost 400 receiving yards this year and a couple of touchdowns and a quarterback passer rating of almost 100. So great matchup for A.J. Brown.
Anna says in Discord that I'm going to be like Santa Fitzmagic up in here. Yeah.
You did see the short shorts that he wore in practice the other day, right?
Dude, I should totally rock the short shorts. Would you go in public with me if I had the short shorts on?
Would I? Well, yeah, because I have no shame. Do you have any shame?
I mean, not really. No.
All right.
I just put on the short shorts.
Santa because no one's going to want to sit on your lap.
Oh, no, I don't want anybody to sit on my lap. I'd rather just put the short shorts on and carry around the Captain America shield behind you just to see the looks that I would get.
With your Panthers helmet.
Now we're getting somewhere. This is an off-season thing we may have to do. We're already gonna like sell you to the cheapest person at the end of the year anyway. Let's see here. We got Robbie Anderson, DeAndre Swift, or DJ Dallas in a standard league flex. So it's pretty much between Swift and Dallas for me.
Yeah, and I've got Swift ranked higher than Dallas right now. I've got Swift at 16 and Dallas at 23.
It is a standard league. Does that sway you towards DJ anymore?
Yeah, I mean DJ's going to get the workload, so it certainly bumps him up a bit. I'll go Dallas.
Yeah, I mean in a standard league, I probably lean towards Dallas just because the touchdown upside is probably a little bit higher playing for Seattle. Also, Crowder or Juju rest of season. I mean, can't get Crowder on the field right now, so I got to go with Juju.
Give me Juju. Yeah.
We just can't keep him healthy. Plus, now no Sam Darnold playing. I mean, it's just ugly in New York. Rodolfo Tusley. Flex PPR, Justin Jackson, Antonio Gibson, or Damian Harris.
Oh, that is Antonio Gibson for me.
It's Gibson for me, but it's close. I don't have Jackson very far behind him, but got Gibson higher. Also worried about Harris for some reason. Is he still questionable on my ESPN app? Yeah, I mean, a lot of things will stay questionable all throughout the weekend until your games. I mean, it doesn't sound like he's going to miss it, but regardless, we're going Antonio Gibson anyway.
Yeah, I've got Gibson at 13 and Jackson at 14, so right there.
Perfect. Daniel SG, pick 2. Godwin, A.B. Cooper, and Robbie Anderson in a standard league. You're going to do it, aren't you?
I am. So Godwin if he plays. Yeah. But then give me some AB.
So we're going double buck now.
We're going double buck.
So before we went double Viking, a little bit iffy. Now we're going double buck.
And it's spicy. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's very risky, but Again, if Godwin plays, you put him in. If not, then give me
Robbie.
AB
and Robbie Anderson over Cooper.
And Robbie Anderson, right. I mean, even with the return of CMC, I think Anderson's targets might drop a little bit, but I think he's safer than the other options that are out there.
You also got to think, too, with CMC back, it's going to pull the defense in a little bit. Maybe it leaves more one-on-one coverage on the outside for Robbie Anderson. All he needs is the big bomb.
Yeah, so if anything, it really just makes Curtis Samuel just an afterthought at this point.
Yep. Never miss a video. Love you guys. Appreciate you, Diesel. John Paul Lapuente. Full PPR. Hopkins, Thielen, Metcalf, Zeke Gurley, Jonnu Smith, Hasty. Thanks, guys. Starting. I don't know what the question is. It says Slayton, AB, Swift, Claypool, Henderson on my bench. Any thoughts? Okay, so the first names we read were the starting lineups. Are we starting Slayton, AB, Swift, Claypool, Henderson over DeAndre Hopkins? No. Thielen? No. Metcalf? No. Zeke is out, so you're going to have to put Swift in for Zeke.
Correct.
And then you got Gurley, Jonnu Smith, and Hasty. That's the only other thing that I would change.
Yeah, but I would have Swift over the others. So
yeah. You're gonna have to put Swift over Zeke since he's not there. Jake Gallant, appreciate the donation. Stuart Morrison, full PPR, Pollard or Damian Harris. Thank you. In a full PPR, I'm still going Damian Harris.
I'm also going Harris.
I don't trust the Cowboys offense. Geeks of Liberty, pick your 2 wide receivers and a flex. Half PPR, AB, Godwin, A-Rob, CEH, Gurley, Justin Jackson, Ronald Jones, and J.K. Dobbins. All right, so 2 wide receivers out of AB, Godwin, A-Rob, those 3. So we're going A-Rob and Godwin if he plays. If Godwin is limited at all, we go over to AB, correct?
Yep.
And then for the flex, we got CEH, Gurley, Justin Jackson, Rojo, and Dobbins. Still CEH.
CEH, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of great options. I hate to sit some of those guys, but yeah, that's the
good problem to have.
Yeah, you're RB rich. Mike Cerniglia, what's going on, Mike? Says flex play: Jordan Wilkins or Josh Kelly. Wilkins.
I'm going Wilkins.
Yep.
With the touch share that he had the other week, and Chris and I talked about it in the Straight Chubb podcast this past week. We were impressed with the Wilkins.
Yeah, absolutely. If you haven't checked out Straight Chubb, that can be found on Patreon, our exclusive podcast. Only on Patreon.
The only podcast that will make you go 6 to midnight.
Can't argue. Or should I drop Ingram and pick up Shenault? Amendola, Cobb, or AP? Need a bye week filler. Should I drop Ingram to pick up any of those guys? I mean, at this point, I can't blame you if you do. Shenault, not overly excited rest of season. Amendola, not overly excited rest of season. Cobb is AP's losing touches to DeAndre Swift. So he's kind of like Randall Cobb.
Shenault's really the only one that I would consider, but even then, it's really kind of a crapshoot just because we don't know who's going to get the touches between Chark, Cole, and Shenault. Like it's always somebody different every week.
Yep, agreed. So Patrick Bradley traded Zeke for Hunt and Fournette. Thumbs up or thumbs down? You got Hunt and Fournette for Zeke?
I'm okay with that. Absolutely.
Yep. 2 thumbs
Absolutely.
up. Already have Henry and Gibson as his running backs. Perfect. Plan on flipping the backs for an elite running back. Thoughts on RB targets? So you want to take some mixture of Hunt, Fournette, and Gibson and turn around and flip it for an RB1. Honestly, I think you're kind of taking a risk by doing it because Hunt and Gibson are RB2/flex plays on a weekly basis anyway.
Yeah, because if you package together Hunt and Gibson alone, I mean that would be able to get you somebody like a James Robinson, Aaron Jones. But even then, I'd rather have the 2 over the 1. When it comes to this season, especially with everything that's going on with COVID and the way that players are getting put on IR, you want as much running back depth as you can possibly handle. So I would stay put and not try to do that 2-for-1 trade. Yeah, I mean, it's all about depth this year, right? It's just a different year. You need to have the depth this year that we just haven't needed to have as much in years past. Fly Eagles fly. Flex in a standard league. DJ Dallas. Okay, so it says DJ Dallas sucks. Hopefully his phone auto-corrected it to say Dallas sucks because that would be awesome. It also has D Johnson or Fournette. So we got to pick between DJ Dallas, David Johnson, or Deontay Johnson. It just says D Johnson. There's too many D Johnsons in the NFL. Or Fournette. I'm going to go David Johnson.
What if that's Deontay Johnson? Then who are you going?
Oh gosh. Then I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette. If it's Deontay Johnson.
What if it's Duke Johnson?
Then I'm going Duke Johnson. No.
I'm just trying to think of every D Johnson I can think of. Yeah. Fournette, the higher ceiling. If that's David Johnson, that's the choice. If it's Deontay Johnson, then I think Fournette's the higher ceiling. DJ Dallas is the safer option. Chris D. I got Herbert, Jefferson, Claypool, CEH, Edmonds, and then Brown in the flex. Should I swap CEH for Dallas? I feel like Brown is going to go off. Well, if you got a gut feeling, it's your team and you're making the decision, so stick with your gut sometimes. But that really depends on if we want to swap out CEH for DJ Dallas, and honestly, I don't think I can do that quite yet.
I wouldn't do it, no.
I can't. That's a little bit too much. RC Dudes, 34.75. Appreciate the donation there. What about Lucky Pepin? Start Josh Allen or Drew Brees? I got Josh Allen higher.
I have Josh Allen as my QB4 this week.
Let's see here. Flex Justin Jefferson, Phillip Lindsay, Leonard Fournette, Hollywood Brown, Jordan Howard, or Eric Ebron. Justin Jefferson?
I'm going Jefferson, yeah.
Yep, so am I. You know this because I shared it in our group chat. Somebody was trying to act a fool in the comment section today and make a bet because I had Josh Allen at 6. I had Josh Allen at 6, and he's like, no way, he's finishing top 3. You don't know what you're talking about. I'll bet you $20. I'm like, nah, I'm not into virtual, junk measuring contests. I feel pretty confident with where I'm at right now. Let's see here.
But also, he's arguing about 3 spots, three spots that most likely are going to be differentiated by maybe 8 fantasy points.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Jeremy. My nemesis. Oh, this isn't going to start good. My nemesis wants Lamar. He offered A.J. Brown. What do y'all think? People in the comments, let me know what you think too. So he wants Lamar for A.J. Brown.
I would absolutely do that.
It depends who your other quarterback is.
If you're only starting one quarterback, then I'll take a position player of running back, wide receiver of that caliber over a quarterback any day of the week, unless it's Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's very.
Or Kyler Murray. I'll give you Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I was like, this mother better say it. All right. Let's see here. Zach Hickerson, pick 2. Ridley Crowder, not Crowder. So I'm going to just cross Crowder off right now. Ridley, Hearst, Chenault, Antonio Brown. We can pick 2. There's got to be Antonio Brown for one of them.
And then Ridley.
As long as Ridley plays and is good to go.
Exactly.
Because as of right now, isn't he... Yeah, he's still marked questionable. So that's just something you need to pay attention to. If you need a backup plan, I go Antonio Brown and, oh dear God, Laviska Shenault.
Yeah, I was going to say it was between Shenault and Hearst, and I'm like, let's go Shenault.
Yeah. In another league, we can pick one between Crowder and Shenault. It's going to be Shenault since there's no Crowder.
Shenault.
Let's see here. There it is. RC Dudes 34.75. DJ Dallas, Stephon Diggs, or Bobby Trees in the flex. Well, Bobby Trees is on bye, so it cannot be Bobby Trees.
Give me Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs or Dallas. Then yes, I'm going with Diggs. And then Tannehill or Rivers. I got Tannehill higher.
I'm definitely going Tannehill. I have Rivers as my 3rd to worst quarterback this week.
Wow.
He's number 26 for me right now.
You're a hater. Why do you hate
Baltimore?
Rivers?
He's going against Baltimore, and the guy just loves to throw interceptions in the second half of games.
Yeah, he does. What about Kaiser AA17? Half PPR, Carr or Burrow? Can't be Burrow. Why? He's on bye. So it's going to have to be Carr here, Kaiser, because Burrow's not playing. I have DK and A-Rob need a flex between Godwin or Judy. It's Godwin as long as he plays. Watch the reports in the morning. Otherwise, you don't have a choice. You got to go with Judy.
Yeah, and Godwin was a full participant in practice yesterday, so a good sign of him, trending towards playing.
Exactly. Just a quick reminder, 1,000 people here watching. Hit that like button for us. We greatly appreciate that support here on YouTube. Orly, appreciate you out there. It says full PPR start 2 running backs. So we got to choose 2 running backs between Zeke. No, not going to be Zeke because he's not going to play. So we got Justin Jackson, Bell, or Singletary. Jackson will be one of them.
Jackson was one, and other than Bell and Singletary, who was there?
That's it, because Zeke is the other one.
Oh, so yeah, definitely, probably not Zeke then.
No.
Gosh, give me Bell.
I
really can't trust Singletary right now.
It all depends. I mean,
yeah.
I think Bell just hasn't had the volume yet, and that's the part that worries me. At least Singletary's getting 10 to 15 touches a week, and that's the problem. That is he doing a whole lot with it? Not exactly a whole lot, but as of right now, he's doing more than Bell has. I still think Singletary may be a skosh safer. Flex spot. What about DJ Moore, AB, or Ridley if he plays? DJ Moore.
DJ Moore for me, yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Now we got a full PPR if Allen sits. So he's talking about Keenan Allen here.
Okay.
Justin Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, or Brandon Cooks?
Jefferson.
Yep, Justin Jefferson here. He says, thanks so much, guys. Appreciate you, Orly. Hector Urano, QB for the rest of the season. Tannehill or Herbert, keep up the amazing work. Appreciate you, Hector. I'm going with the wonder child, Justin Herbert.
All right, so in my rest of season rankings, I have them back to back. I have Tannehill and then Herbert. So I'll give the edge to Herbert just because how he's playing lately.
Yeah, I just have a hard time going against. I mean, the dude just throws touchdowns. Like
he does. He's like, balling out
like nobody else's business. Let's see here. Isaiah, what's going on, Isaiah? Good
Mr.
to see
Isaiah
you guys.
Potter.
Yes.
All right.
The Isaiah Potter.
Isaiah. Excuse me.
From Twitter, from Discord. He follows us wherever we go.
Oh, he's on Facebook as well.
Oh, well, there you go. Perfect. He says, good to see you guys. Been a long week, but Chris, you can still suck it.
What does he think he is, Kyle, on a Sunday?
This is an inside joke. I mean, we have a lot of fun on Discord and stuff, and Isaiah likes to give Chris a hard time. Should I put DJ Dallas for Hollywood? Should I put in DJ Dallas for Hollywood or Brandon Cooks? I would personally play DJ Dallas over both of those guys.
I would too.
Yes.
I would too. And yes. I'm actually surprised that Isaiah asked a flex question. He usually only asks kicker and defensive questions.
Yeah.
That's his MO.
But he still told you to suck it on Saturday evening. And then he wants to know if you should start Locke, Newton, Cousins, or Rivers this week. I think we got Locke as the highest one there.
Yeah, I have Locke as the highest one in my rankings.
Yep. Give us Drew Locke there, Isaiah. Thanks for making us laugh here on a Sunday night. Brian Jackson, pick 2.5 PPR. Pollard, Chark, Patrick, Ebron, or Kelly. First off, I don't like any of your options. Let's be real. Brian, it's going to be a rough choice here. We got Pollard, Chark, Patrick, Ebron, or Kelly. Honestly, I don't know. Let me just close my eyes and pick one. They're all going to be hit or miss. If I had
How many did we have to pick?
2 of them. I don't want to pick one of them, but we got to pick 2 of them.
You said Pollard, Chark, Ebron,
Kelly, and Tim Patrick.
I'm going to go Kelly and Chark.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it, but out of the options there, you just got to cross your fingers and just roll with it. You know what I mean? So,
I do like the upside of Tim Patrick going up against the Falcons, but he's somebody that I would much rather play if you were putting in a Millie Maker lineup in DraftKings as opposed to a redraft lineup.
Right. Let's see here. Oh, Isaiah had another question here. He says, bare bones for my flex. Should I roll with Manny Sanders, Jordan Howard, P. Ryan White, or Russell Gage? Is this where we go Jordan Howard?
Yeah. I think Howard is the safer play out of everyone there.
Yeah, I think I got to go with Howard finally. Peter Naum, appreciate the donation, Peter. Isaiah said Kyle isn't here, but should I roll with Trey Burton this week or Logan Thomas as my tight end? He can trust more than just Kyle, right? I mean, we can whisper into tight ends with the best of them, right?
Speak for yourself there, tight end whisperer.
I'm not a whisperer.
You just said you could whisper into tight ends, and I didn't say I was
the whisperer.
No.
All right,
I'm going to go with I'm going with Logan Thomas over Trey Burton. Thomas has been getting a big target share. He's finally starting to turn into those touchdowns, which is nice to see because, well, he screwed me the first couple weeks of the season. But going against the New York Giants, absolutely.
Yeah. Just a quick reminder, I'm seeing our boy Hazelnut out there in the Headliners Club. He's saying to let it flow. We got to get to 800 likes to let it flow. We're only at 543, and there's 1,000 people watching, so we got to hit that like button and get to 800. We'll both let it flow here in the club. Where am I at? Chase Spencer, Jordan Howard, or Tony Pollard? I'm going Jordan Howard.
Jordan Howard.
Tristan Meza for wide receiver 2, Anderson. So Robbie Anderson or AB?
I'm going AB.
Yeah, I'm going AB there also. And at flex, Montgomery, Fournette, or DJ Dallas?
I'm going Monty. Give me Monty there.
I got Monty the highest, but it scares me because Matt Nagy scares me.
I completely agree.
He's got Godwin as his wide receiver 1 and CMC as his running back 1, so that helps a little bit there, hopefully.
Okay.
John Paul Lapuente, just because you didn't butcher my name, you guys are effing awesome.
Let's go. Well
That's
done,
what
Jake.
I'm talking about. Hey, I appreciate it. I try. I mean, I always try. I fail sometimes.
You get an A for effort.
Yeah. Let's see here. Isaiah throwing out some more donations. Appreciate you, Isaiah.
I like it.
He says, this is a 6-teamer, Chris. Starting Jacobs, Robinson, and Edmonds. Should I play David Johnson over either of those guys? Is it crazy to go DJ over Josh Jacobs?
Not at all. I'm fine with DJ over Jacobs.
Yeah, that part. I love the safety of the matchup of David Johnson this week.
And I love the fact that he admitted he's in a 6-team league.
Yeah. He does this. He does this from time to time.
Oh,
Miguel Sosa, Jonnu Smith, or Devante Parker at the flex. I can't do it. Still can't do it. Give me Devante Parker.
Yeah, give me Parker.
Isaiah's on a roll. He's supposed to be like
all the super chats.
He's just clicking that button. He is supporting us tonight. We appreciate you, my friend. Let's see here. It says start Herbert or give Allen another chance this week in my super flex. I'm going Justin Herbert.
I'm going Josh Allen.
Well, we disagree then.
Apparently.
One of us is going to be right. One of us is going to be wrong.
Which one do you choose, Isaiah?
Yeah, I mean, I just can't go against the consistency that Herbert's had as of late.
Yeah, I just Seattle's defense is so terrible. Allen's got to find some success.
Let's see here. Herbert has gotten way more points the past few weeks, and then he did this emoji, which he has. We just talked about it. That's why fair. That's why I like Herbert. Let's see here. Danny Martinez, pick 3.5 PPR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot of them. Okay. We got Marquise Hollywood Brown, Antonio Brown, DJ Chark, Devante Parker, Godwin, Fournette, and Mooney. So we can pick 3 out of these guys. Okay. Right now it's Godwin.
Yep. Fournette's got to be one.
Fournette. And now we got to do Mooney, Parker, Chark, AB, or Hollywood.
I'm gonna go AB.
I think AB is the next guy with that huge ceiling.
Yeah.
I like the safety of Fournette a little bit. The issue here is, do you realize what we've just done?
We doubled up on Tampa Bay.
No. We tripled up. We just went triple buck. Can you go triple buck? I mean, is that a possibility to go triple buck?
I went triple Titan a few weeks ago. So, yeah, you can do it.
I don't know if I like that. Has anybody ever gone triple anything?
I don't know if he's given us much of a choice.
Yeah, let's blame it on Danny. Danny, we blame this on you, but we're going triple buck, Danny.
We're going triple buck. It's never been done.
I don't know if it's been done. Not in this fashion ever. Not without including a Gronk or a Tom Brady. But here's the deal. If the weather is bad, check the weather before kickoff tomorrow. If you need to pivot to somebody, I would pivot closer to a Devante Parker over an Antonio Brown if the weather is bad. But that's just.
And he also said Hollywood, right?
Yep.
So Hollywood, I would say if you don't want to go Antonio, then go Hollywood. Chark would be after that, but I still think Antonio gives you that upside.
Let's see here. Danny Martinez even says triple buck for the win. That's right, Danny. Triple bucks are the best. Self-made triple. Everybody loves the triple bucks. I had like a triple cheeseburger before, but I've just never had a triple buck.
I would love a triple cheeseburger right now.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You should order one. And
that doesn't help you. I'll just say that doesn't help you out.
Send it to my house.
Jake, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Yeah. Isaiah he's just feeding us tonight.
Isaiah, you're the best, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it. He says, Dallas in for James White this week in the flex, or Hardman or Latavius Murray. I'm going DJ Dallas.
I'm going DJ Dallas as well.
Yeah, 100% with no Carlos Hyde, no Chris Carson.
Yep.
The Recovery 716 sub-headliners.
Sup?
Zeke is hurt, so my options are Gallman, Pollard, or Bell. Who should I start? I don't think I could say Wayne Gallman. I don't really
I'm definitely not going to say Wayne Gallman. I'm gonna go with Le'Veon Bell. I'm gonna give him the nod over Pollard right now.
Yep, I have to also. Let's see here. Okay, so Isaiah just said, gentlemen, not Chris, because he's got no facial hair on his face.
That's not my fault.
I
genetically can't grow it.
That's funny. How do we feel about Dez Bryant joining the Ravens?
I think it gives them the wide receiver safety blanket that Lamar Jackson has needed since he came into the league. I think it's going to take time to really kind of build into the system, but I think that he's going to be that go-to guy on those short to intermediate routes. Like you need a quick first down. He's going to be there. He's going to be that reliable wide receiver. It's just going to be a matter of, how long it takes him to get into football shape.
Yeah, I think he's going to be one of those guys that we see a lot more of stat lines of like 5 for 66. It's not going to be, he's not going to be the big play threat. He's not going to be, he'll be active in the red zone. It'll give him a nice target there in the red zone, but with Mark Andrews still there, that's going to be something that takes away from it. It's going to be hit and miss. I don't think he's ever going to be like one of these guys that turns into like a weekly must start this season by any means.
Yeah, and Chris and I touched on Dez Bryant quite a bit in the last show as well, which was a lot of fun.
Isaiah has Patreon. Did he not listen to your podcast?
I don't know, Isaiah. Did you?
He says he's starting Thomas, and then he made it like this. Deontay at wide receiver this week. Should I put in John Brown for either? No. Keeping Michael Thomas and Deontay Johnson. He said that was a double flex. Should I put DJ in for Hollywood or Cooks? Yes, I go DJ over both of those guys. AJ Brown this is for Joey. AJ Brown or Gibson for my flex. That's tough.
I like both. I like both. And I know that the running backs usually have a little bit more upside. I'm going to give the nod to AJ Brown here, though. I love the talent.
Yeah, I think AJ Brown has the higher touchdown upside, which kind of puts him over the top. Rodrigo Flores, full PPR, flex. Evans, John Brown, Devante Parker.
I'm going to go Evans.
Yep, I got to go Evans there also. Colwyn Porter got offered Michael Thomas for my Julio Jones and Antonio Gibson. Should I accept?
No.
I would hold on
to. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's really not even that close for me. I keep Julio and Gibson by a long shot. My other wide receivers are Galladay, AJ Brown, and Deontay Johnson.
Yep.
Keep Julio. You just lost Galladay for an undisclosed amount of time, so yeah, keep Julio and Gibson. Jake Noonkester. Am I crazy to start Dobbins over Michael Thomas in a standard league? Kind of. I don't think you're crazy. It's just not something I would do.
You're not crazy. Don't by any means, but it's Thomas is certainly the safer play.
Like you're verge crazy, but you're not exactly like full blown crazy yet. You're just like on the pathway to crazy, right?
Like if you make a habit of it, then we can call you crazy.
Yeah, do it next week, and then you start trending. Let's see here. What about Aaron Northcutt, Mooney, Tim Patrick, or Hardman? Pick one in a full PPR.
Mooney, baby.
Gimme the Mooney. Magic Box Fantasy Football. Question for my daily league. Perfect. Glad you're here, Chris. What are the top 3 quarterbacks in fantasy points this week?
If you're looking for like the top 3 safer picks for me, my top cash plays, Kyler Murray, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Those would be my 3 safe picks.
I love Deshaun Watson this week.
Love Deshaun Watson. If you want to go upside, you want to look at guys like Herbert, Drew Lock, Derek Carr.
And he said there's also a tip for the chat. Don't play Blankenship this week. He's giving out kicker tips, I guess. Do you ever give out kicker tips?
In Fantasy Pros, I'm like one of the better rankers in kickers and defenses.
Wow.
I actually have Rodrigo. I have Rodrigo Blankenship as my kicker 18 this week.
So you're not planning on starting him either?
Heck no.
Man, what do you got against the dude?
Nothing. I love Taylor. Love the guy. I love him.
I was waiting for him. He just looks like Taylor. Let's see here. Brandon Friedrich. Would you trade Josh Jacobs and Deontay Johnson for DeAndre Hopkins, Kenyon Drake, and Josh Kelly?
That's really tempting, but I'm probably going to say no, just because Drake is out for the foreseeable future. So you're really only getting one main piece from that because Kelly just hasn't been anything. So it's like making that trade for just DeAndre Hopkins right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I could pull the trigger.
I don't think I could either. He says his team is Herbert, Dalvin Cook, DK, and Ridley. So he's got Ridley and he's hurt, and that's why he's contemplating it.
Yeah, I probably still want to do it. I think you can still find other options on the waiver to kind of plug and play here and there until you can get through.
Yeah, if Drake was healthy, maybe we think about it a little bit more, but no. And then Kevin, tomorrow, we see your donation out there. We appreciate you. Let's see here. Frank Lampard just says, do they only answer questions with donations? I'm curious. No, Frank. We answer questions all over the place. And you could have asked one when I saw your name go by, but you didn't ask a question. Actually, you did ask a question, so I answered your question. Yes, I do, Frank.
And I do want to quickly point out, guys, if we don't get to your questions tonight, on Facebook Live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, I host that show. I answer literally every single question that comes in on Facebook Live. So if you're afraid that maybe we won't be able to get to a question on a Saturday night, hop into the Facebook Live chat every Wednesday night, and I promise I will answer every single question because we live stream for at least an hour. So it gives you two separate opportunities to ask your questions.
Yep, absolutely. What about Jefferson or AB in a standard league for a flex spot for Mitchell Norrell? That's going to be Justin Jefferson for me.
Jefferson.
Frank Lampard just said, dang. Because he realized he could have asked a question. And I just saw your name again, Frank. So, yeah, we pay attention to both sides over here. Now, we did say that we needed 800 likes to let it flow. We're at 607 right now, and there's 1,015 people watching. If you want us to rapid fire through the headliners club over here, hit the like button. My helmet is ready. Chris's helmet is somewhat ready, but both of us will let it flow here. I mean, I don't want to ruin the surprise because I think it'd be absolutely hilarious to see you put that thing on and read fantasy football questions for an undisclosed amount of time. But yeah, we got to get close to 800 likes. I know we can do it. Can we do it in the next 5 minutes? Because it's already been 2 hours we've been here on the air, so we're going to be wrapping things up here pretty quick. If you want us to rapid fire through some questions, now's the time to hit the like button. YOLO says he liked it. Mitchell Norrell says thank you.
Thank you.
What about Tony Brentnall? Would you trade Lamar for Metcalf? As long as you have another quarterback, absolutely.
I absolutely would make that move.
Yes, you better believe it. Let's see here. Ju Young Kim says he liked it, needs his question answered, but I don't know what the question is. Do you need a Facebook account for Facebook Live? I would think so.
I think you might. And if you need to, you can always just create a fake profile. So
yeah, just create it. Follow
I'll be honest with you. One of our MVP members created a fake Facebook account just to troll me on our Facebook Live shows.
Do you know who it is?
Oh, it was Upside.
Oh, it's totally Upside.
Yeah.
It's like if there's anything shady, it's like, oh, it's totally Upside.
It was Upside.
Let's see here. What about Matthew Cooper? PPR flex, Sterling Shepard, Le'Veon Bell, or DJ Chark?
Sorry, Shepard, Bell, Chark, and...
Chark. That's it.
That's it?
Shepard, Bell, or Chark?
Bell.
Yep, Le'Veon Bell. Aaron Northcutt, DJ Dallas, or Melvin Gordon? Looks like no Zeke. I'm going DJ Dallas.
I'm also going DJ Dallas.
Yeah. Yes. Rory Oliver says Moss or Dallas. I'm still going Dallas there. And then you also see in the chat, Matt Galloway, our own Matt Galloway. Mac, look at Mac. I got your
Big
shirt
Mac,
on,
Lone Boner.
I got your shirt on tonight, Mac. The original Lone Boner in the house, answering your questions.
The OG. I think I saw Chouse in there as well. So big shout out to our boy Chris Chouse, the host of Straight Chubb.
That's right, the exclusive podcast. Let's see here. The likes are climbing. We're at 673. We're getting closer. Hit that like button. We got Z-Man Gane, half PPR flex. AB, Jefferson, Brandon Cooks.
Jefferson.
I'm going Justin Jefferson. And then he put the, looks like the peace sign. So I'm going to give him a peace sign back. What about a drink of water? How does that sound? Chris, I'm going to take a drink, Chris.
I finished my beverages already. I'm sad.
Wait a second. Did you say multiple? You finished your beverages?
Yeah. I had 2. They're gone.
They're both gone?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a problem.
Not happy.
What about Robert wants to know about Dez Bryant. Just talked about Dez Bryant, not somebody who's going to be a weekly must start right now. Cooper O'Neill says, why no Chark? Honestly, Cooper, it's not Chark. Tell me what you know about Jake Lewton under center. I mean, that's the biggest issue for me is you're going to have an unproven rookie quarterback in his first ever NFL game. We don't know what to expect. I mean, I watched some film from Oregon State. Kid doesn't look bad. Do I want to just all of a sudden say he's going to produce great numbers with DJ Chark? I got to see it before I can trust it. That part worries me.
And also, Houston's defense isn't terrible. And the one thing that worries me about the wide receiver core in Jacksonville is you don't know who's going to get the production from week to week because it does really vary from a week-to-week basis. So it's tough to kind of pinpoint who's going to get the workload.
Yep, that's the biggest issue. It's not that we don't like DJ Chark. It's just a lot of questions this week.
Yep.
DJ Moore or Deontay Johnson for Quentin Coleman?
DJ Moore for me.
DJ Moore is probably slightly safer, higher upside. Deontay Johnson. Zach Moss or Jordan Wilkins for Proxium TV? I'm gonna lean towards Jordan Wilkins there.
I'm gonna go lean towards Moss. I don't want to, but I've got him higher by quite a bit.
Quite a bit. People saying they smashed the like button. We're at 688. We are 112 likes away from me putting on the helmet. You know how confident I am right now, Chris?
How confident is that, Jake?
I'm going to prep the helmet right now.
Whoa, you took the head. Oh, goodness.
I'm prepping the helmet because we're going to get it here pretty soon. We got to hit that like button. What about... where did I leave off here? Johnny Sprague with a donation. Appreciate you out there, Johnny. Kevin DeMoro, Gordon, Zach Moss, Jordan Howard, and Rojo. We can pick 2 of them.
I'm going to go Gordon. And it's between Moss and Rojo for me. I'm going to go Gordon and Moss. Just because Moss seems to have that touchdown upside instead of Singletary.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Locking it in?
Locking it in.
All right, Gordon and Zach Moss. Jeremy, he says, I did the trade. Got a second too. Oh, so he got a second round pick also. Told him to send an offer. I'm trying to remember, honestly, which trade that was. I'm going back.
Sounds like a dynasty trade.
Yep. I'm sure. Oh, there it is. Oh, that says Nemesis wants Lamar if he gets A.J. Brown back. So he got a second.
Single QB league? Absolutely, I would do that.
So he did that and got a second.
That's awesome. Well done.
I'll take that all day long. Andrew Hokaj says, hey, guys. Hey, Andrew. Got offered Edmonds and Kirk for Robinson and Hines. I don't know if this is Allen Robinson or James Robinson.
I don't care which Robinson it is. Take the trade.
Yeah. To get Edmonds and Kirk?
Oh, I thought he was getting Robinson.
No,
don't do it.
You got offered Edmonds and Kirk.
You don't want Edmonds and Kirk.
No, you're gonna keep Hines at this point is kind of up and down rest of season, but Robinson's the best player in the deal right there.
Absolutely.
My other wide receivers are Julio, Deontay Johnson, and Anderson. So I'm guessing that's Allen Robinson. Yes, no, he needs a consistent running back too. So now I guess it's James Robinson, which is even more so. Yes, take that deal.
Mm-hmm.
We're at 721 likes. We're getting super close to 800.
All right, let's go, people.
Daniel Jimenez says, guys, I love your show. You rock with this emoji. I need 2 wide receivers between Marvin Jones, Williams, and Calvin Ridley. Jones, Williams, and Ridley. As of right now, I'm going to go with Jones and Williams as of right now. I just don't know if I trust Calvin Ridley yet. Yeah,
I'd love to see if Calvin Ridley plays. I don't know if he does, though, so I'm with you, Jake.
Yeah. What else do we got over here? Trying to pick out some different names that we haven't said here recently. Two Haler, 1 says yo. That's all he said. He just said yo with a bunch of O's. E-Man, yo, I thought I missed y'all. Thank Jesus. E-Man in the house. E-Man.
I'm glad you didn't miss us.
Yeah, I know. Absolutely appreciate you joining us. We got a few minutes here. We're waiting to hit 800 likes so we can let it flow because we're at 734.
Guys, we're so close.
We are super close. You do not want to miss the helmet that Chris is about to put on.
Wait, are we both putting him on it at 800 likes?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, we
not
are.
This was not part of the agreement.
We're going double. We're going double helmet at 800.
Wow, we're going triple buck, double helmet, we're just breaking all the rules.
You went double Viking earlier, right?
I did go double Viking.
What about, let's see. Breeze or Lock in half PPR. That part doesn't matter. A-Train, Fitness, Breeze or Lock. We got Lock higher.
Lock higher, yeah.
Rory wants to know if he should stash Austin Hooper.
I mean, it depends on who your other tight ends are. I don't think you need to be honest with you. The only tight ends I would be stashing would be a Zach Ertz or George Kittle.
E-Man says, yo, Jake, who would you start in a full PPR? Justin Jefferson, AB, or Justin Jackson, or Deontay Johnson? I don't know how many I can choose. Just one?
I'm probably going
to choose just
Jefferson.
One? Jefferson, AB, Jackson, Deontay Johnson.
Jackson's there.
I think Jackson may be the safest play for you, but the higher upside, give me some Justin Jefferson. Sean Evans, should I start DJ Dallas or Terry McLaurin in a half PPR?
If DJ is David Johnson, then I'm going David Johnson.
No, DJ Dallas.
Oh, sorry, DJ Dallas?
Yep, or Terry McLaurin.
I'm going Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas probably still a little bit safer, but I would have to go with McLaurin also.
Okay.
Eric S. Cole Beasley or Corey Davis in a half PPR?
I'm going Corey Davis.
Yeah, probably. Sweaty Nerd says a full PPR need 2. Pollard, Gus Edwards, or Jordan Howard. I'm going with Gus Edwards and Jordan Howard.
I am as well.
What about Cobb or Gage for Eric Castellanos? I'm going to go with Cobb over Gage.
I'm going to give the edge to Gage there.
Of course you will.
Yep.
It's getting late at night. Chris is going to start disagreeing with everything. What about Philip Lindsay or DJ Chark?
I'm going to go Philip Lindsay.
How about E-Man says, thanks, guys. Where's old Lyle tonight? First of all.
Old Lyle?
Who's Lyle? Lyle just had some plans tonight. Had some family things to do today. Was unable to make it tonight, so Chris is here. But we may start calling him Lyle from now on because that's amazing.
Old man Lyle.
Old man Lyle.
I like it.
Only 39 likes left. Ju Young Kim is on it. He is watching to see how close we are. We actually just went from 760 to 759. So somebody removed their like. That person can go to the pit of misery. Dilly dilly, whoever that was.
And I'm sure you can't hear this, but whoever my neighbors are having an absolute rager right now because all I can hear is their music.
I really wish that there was a way to detach your mic and like put it up to the wall so we could hear.
Like, all I would have to do actually is just open up the window and move the mic over there, and you could hear the reggaeton, dubstep, whatever music they're listening to. It sounds like they're having a swell time, and all of you of Headliner Nation are invited to said party.
So we're gonna party?
You guys want to party?
Let's party, Chris.
Let's party.
We
have the helmets. We're ready to go.
That's right. Mini Jordan. Oh wow, we're only 29 likes away. We're getting super close. Mini Jordan 718. Full PPR. Choose a running back and flex. Singletary, Swift, Wilkins are the running back options. So we got to pick one of them. Is it going to be Swift or Jackson? Singletary, Swift, or Jackson?
Oh, so Jackson was an option. I'm going to go Jackson just over Swift.
Just over Swift. It is a full PPR, which gives Swift a little bit more value.
Gives him an edge there.
Yeah, slightly. What about for the flex? So now for the flex, we get Singletary, Jackson, Wilkins, Deontay Johnson, DJ Moore, DJ Chark, or Antonio Brown. Do we go double running back?
Yeah, I was going to say Jackson and Swift there.
Yep, I go Jackson and Swift also. 18 more likes till we let it flow. Hazelnut says he is ready to party.
I'm telling you, I had to turn the volume up on my earphones just to drown out that music.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're bumping. They're having a good old time.
Do you really think we could pick it up on the microphone if you open the window and swung it over there?
I think so.
You want to
give
try
it a shot?
You want to try it?
Yeah, hold
on. Anna wants to know how you're still awake, by the way. She's 99% sure it's past your bedtime.
It's way past my bedtime.
Yeah. This is like the latest he's been up for a long time. He's old. Johnny Sprague, PPR Gronk, AB, or Claypool in the flex. Man. Right here, I just take the gamble, and I go with Antonio Brown over Gronk. Just because I have trouble flexing my tight end. I'm so curious what's going on off camera.
Hold on.
I can hear it. Oh yeah. Turn up your volume, everybody. Let's dance to the beat. I mean, they are getting it outside. Wow. They don't care what time of the day it is. They're just gonna party.
They're just loving life right now. And actually the breeze from the window feels good. So
perfect. All right. Well, Chris, we're at 796. I have no doubt that we're gonna get 4 more likes. So should we should we let it flow ready?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get strapped up for safety.
Am I putting mine on?
Here's the deal. I'm gonna start. When you start to hear me slow down a little bit, start prepping your helmet so that you're ready to go. So that when I stop, you can start up in the club.
It's going to take some time to get this on my head. So
that's what she said. Okay. Jamison Lundstrom, Curtis Samuel, Gus Edwards, or Mecole Hardman. Pick one, Chris.
Sorry, it was Mecole Hardman and who?
Gus Edwards, Curtis Samuel.
Oh, give me Gus Edwards.
Yep, I'm going Gus Edwards. And then Big Ben, Breeze, or Cam. I got Big Ben highest.
I got Big Ben highest too.
All right, here we go. And we just hit 800 likes on the dot. I'm going to get ready. Whenever you feel like you need to start getting prepped over there, you just go for it, Chris.
I will. I'm gonna let you go so I can, number one, shut the window and just refresh my drink.
You're leaving me?
Well, you're going, right?
Yeah. I guess go ahead and go get your refreshments while you're waiting.
All right.
All right, here we go.
All
here
right.
we go. Count it down.
You do it.
Going to the club. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right, Dallas or Jefferson. Right now, Dallas is safer. Jefferson's the higher upside if you're willing to gamble, though. In a full PPR, Kevin wants to know if you should go with Jordan Taylor. Don't know if it's supposed to be Jonathan Taylor or Jordan Wilkins. He just retracted his message mid-sentence. Way to go, Kevin. You caught yourself. Trilogy Tree. I traded DK for Kamara. Good or bad trade? I really hope you have a lot of wide receiver depth because honestly, DK is a stud. What about Dallas or Gibson? I think Dallas is still safer, but honestly, I'm gonna gamble a little bit and go with Gibson. Henry Walker says, "Where's Kyle? Love the show," with a bunch of fire emojis and flex emojis. Kyle's at home chilling right now. He was in the chat earlier. Chris is gonna come over here and spit some straight fire in a minute. What about Craig P saying awkward? Yeah, I don't really know what part was awkward, but we've probably had a few of those moments at some point tonight. Cobb, Gage, or nobody. For Eric, I'm gonna go with Cobb. Marvin Jones or A.J. Brown in a full PPR. I'm going with A.J. Brown. Evans, a start if Godwin plays. It depends on your other options, but yes, more than likely I'll still start Mike Evans. DJ Chark or Robbie Anderson. I'm going with Robbie Anderson. Swift or Robbie Anderson on the flex. Give me Swift this week. Andrews or Henry. I'm going with Andrews. Justin Jackson or A.J. Brown on the flex. Jackson is safer. Want to have that higher upside, the higher gamble? It's A.J. Brown. Cobb, Gage, or Myers. None of them. If I had to pick one, Eric, I'm going with Cobb. Swift or Gibson. We already got some of these. Wow, that's a lot of emojis. Don't hit too many emojis. It'll flag you and hide your comment. Mooney or Robbie Anderson. I'm going to go with Robbie Anderson there, even though I do like Mooney. Judy or Dallas. Give me Dallas. Gus Edwards or J.K. I think Edwards has the safer floor. Dobbins the higher ceiling is a gamble. Personally, I'll go with Edwards. Do you trust Michael Thomas? Yeah, if he's healthy enough to be out there and go, it means that they're finally, comfortable with him and that he should probably be in your starting lineup. Flex spot, full PPR, Demont or Antonio Brown. David Montgomery is going to be safer. If you want to gamble for the higher upside, then you go Antonio Brown, but you got to know it's a gamble going in. Matt Ryan or Big Ben, give me Big Ben. Cooper, Godwin, Crowder, start 2. Crowder's not going to play, so I'm going with Cooper and Godwin. Michael Thomas or Allen Robinson for your wide receiver 1. I like both of them. Personally, you got to start Michael Thomas. You spent your first round pick on it. Let's see what he's got. Eric says, you guys are the best. Eric, we appreciate you. Brandon Cooks or Chris Godwin. I'm going Godwin as long as he's good to go there in the morning. Robert Brown looks like he made SpongeBob out of dashes and lines. It's probably one of the most impressive things I've seen. Brown, Antonio Gibson, or Antonio Brown in a full PPR. So it's A.J. Brown or Gibson in a full PPR. I'd lean towards A.J. Brown by a hair. And I was going to unhide your comment, but I couldn't in time. Is Philip Lindsay playing tomorrow? Sounds likely, but still questionable. What about Antonio Brown or Deontay Johnson? I'm going Deontay Johnson. Le'Veon Bell, Chark, Zach Moss, or Lindsay in a standard flex? I probably gamble and go Philip Lindsay. J.K. Dobbins, DJ Dallas, Zach Moss, Tony Pollard, pick 3. Looks like Zeke sits. Yes, he will. If I had to sit one of those guys, it's Pollard. Give me Dobbins, Dallas, and Moss. How about Cam or Locke? Give me Locke. Bell or Wilkins at running back? Give me Wilkins. DJ Dallas or Monty? I have DJ Dallas one spot higher as of right this second. David Montgomery or DJ Moore in a PPR flex, full PPR. Still think David Montgomery has a safer floor, but I gamble on DJ Moore. Le'Veon Bell or Tony Pollard? Give me Le'Veon Bell. Just says Mike Evans. There's no question. Just says Mike Evans. Start Pollard. I would prefer not to, Angel. Dallas or Swift? I think Dallas is safer. The higher upside is Swift if he can get involved in the passing game. If it's me, I'm going with Dallas. Gibson or CEH? Got CEH higher. Should I flex Lindsay or Lamb? Give me Lindsay. How about Amari or Josh Kelly? Don't love either, Andrew. If I had to pick one, I'd go with Amari Cooper and just cross my fingers that he can fall into the end zone on one. Oh, dear God. This just happened. Okay, Gus Edwards or Philip Lindsay. I got Gus Edwards higher right now. I cannot concentrate. I can't even make eye contact with you, Chris.
We
got Dallas or... God, this is... It matches your shirt. Did you plan this? Lockett or McLaurin? I like both. I'm going to go with Lockett by a hair, but try to get both of them in your lineup if you can. Tannehill or Drew Lock? Oh, that's a close one. I got Tanny 2 spots higher. Give me Tanna Thrill. What about Melvin Gordon or AB? Honestly, that's the point where I would gamble and go with AB. Melvin Gordon or Gibson? Give me Gibson. CMC or DJ Dallas? Give me CMC. LMFAO Chris Chouse is in the house laughing at you, Chris. This is amazeballs. What about Jay and Amanda Cruz? Just says, you guys rock. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Caleb Love just put a letter P. No idea what else. Just the letter P. Jacobs or Gibson? I still think Gibson may be safer, but I'm going to gamble on Jacobs this week. Anime Clip says nice, and like with multiple C's. Hector just says Kennedy with a bunch of laughing emojis. Everybody has stopped asking questions. They're just laughing at you.
I appreciate that.
Are we trusting Jordan Wilkins? To a certain extent, maybe as a mid to low end running back too. CEH or Gibson? Still going CEH. No weird face mask or Chris's costume. Yeah, this is amazing. This is going to be good. Are you about ready, Chris?
Yeah, I will say the chat is going so quickly. I don't know how I'm going to read everything.
You're not going to be able to read all of them. You just got to find one that you focus on and go for it. I can't read them all in order either. Gerald Lack says he loves the channel. Jared, we love you. Brandon Cooks or Chris Godwin? I gamble on Godwin. Lindsay or Dallas? I think I'm going to go with Dallas there as a safer option in your flex. AB or Keenan Allen? Give me Keenan Allen as long as he's good to go there in the morning. Hey, Captain America. This is what's for you. Crowder, Gibson for Tannehill, DJ Moore. Give me the Tannehill, DJ Moore side. I already know what he's going to say. What about Stafford or Tannehill? I got Tannehill a little bit higher. This person just has a bunch of laughing emojis that looks like a cat face with a bunch of F's next to it. Go ahead and let her rip there, Captain America.
All right, we got Javier, Stafford or Tannehill. Give me some Tannehill this week. Eric, this is kind of slow for the chat. Yep, makes sense. Joe, Logan or Jonnu? I'm going to go Jonnu this week. We got Oliver, half PPR flex, Godwin or Justin Jackson. I'm going to give Justin Jackson the nod, that one. Stop laughing, Jake. B-Dub, captain into house. That's right. Hashtag America. Pedro, we got Ridley or Judy. I'm going to go Ridley. It looks like he may not play, so I'm going to give Judy just to be safe. Kyle, AB or Fuller. Give me some Fuller this week. B-Dub, pick 2, Thielen, Fuller, Thomas. If it's Michael Thomas, give me Michael Thomas and Fuller over Thielen. Dick Clutcher, Gronk or Fant.
What's his name?
Dick Clutcher. He wants to know Gronk or Fant. Give me Fant. Jake, I need you to keep it together. All right, the show. Jonathan Taylor or Gus Edwards. I'm gonna go dilly over Gus Edwards on that one, but it's close. Javier Stafford or Carr. I'm gonna give Carr the edge on that one. Alex Pimpy. Yep, Pimpin' be pimpin'. We got B Dub is just laughing. Biku, Harris or Gus. Give me Harris. Guys, I apologize if I'm not reading it fast enough. There are tears going down my eyes and I can't see out of my mask. Kyle, DJ Moore or Thielen. I'm going to give Thielen the edge on this one. Krish Patel, Godwin or Justin Jefferson. I'm going Justin Jefferson. Gene De La Garza, Claypool and or Deontay Johnson. I'm going to give Deontay Johnson the edge on that. Who else we got? We get McVoy 10, PPR better flex, Evans or Howard. I'm assuming you mean Jordan Howard. I'm going to go Evans, though, on that one. Ben Rao, McLaurin or A.J. Brown. I'm going to give the edge to A.J. Brown on that one. Kyle, already got to your question. The show, same with you, guy. Logan, full PPR, bench one, Godwin, A.B., Anderson, Michael Thomas. Robbie Anderson is the one I'm going to bench. Tyler Wiseman, Bills, Brown or Beasley. Give me John Brown. Kit, we got Michael Thomas or Justin Jackson. I'm gonna go Michael Thomas on that one. Aaron Sue, J-Rob or Edmonds. I'm gonna go James Robinson for sure. Let's see what else we got here. They're just flying by. Kit Vay, Michael Thomas or Justin Jackson. I already mentioned that one. Jake, your boy Dick Clutcher is back. Just laughing emojis, buddy. Oh my goodness gracious. God, my face is getting more red. It's like I was outside at soccer all day. Let's see what else we got. Alex Moore or DJ. I'm gonna go with DJ Moore over DJ Dallas. Howard Beats, Andrews or Jonnu Smith. Give me some Mark Andrews. And we're gonna do one more before I pass out. We got Eduardo Gronk or Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews. Captain is done.
That is impressive that you even got that on your head in the first part.
Oh, taking it off is going to hurt. You know why? Because it sticks to my hair. We can just leave it like that.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
It's latex.
Wow. I didn't know you were like that.
I'm just going to take the earbuds with it. No big deal.
No big deal. All right, so we got Corey McPherson has a half PPR. DJ Dallas, Dobbins, or Marvin Jones. Love the show, guys. Keep it up. Appreciate it, Corey. If we only have to choose one there, the safest option, in my opinion, is going to be DJ Dallas.
Same here.
I am no love. Start one between Godwin, AB, or Scary Terry. Honestly, I think I'm going to lean towards Scary Terry as the safer option.
I like McLaurin, yeah.
Jacob Davis, Devante Parker, or Antonio Brown. You guys rock.
Thank you. Antonio Brown.
Yep, that's the part where we go Antonio Brown. Splems, need a flex. Brandon Cooks, Rojo, Hollywood, or Ruggs.
I like Hollywood.
It's between Hollywood and Cooks for me. Let's say the squeaky wheel gets the grease this week and Hollywood has a better game. So give me Hollywood. And then Blake Ward, pick one. AB, Swift, Marvin Jones, or Davis. I'm guessing that's Corey Davis in a full PPR. You going to go Corey Davis or you going DeAndre Swift?
I'm going Swift here.
Yep, I think Swift is the safer option.
My eyes hurt.
Chris, congratulations on completing your first ever Let It Flow. You look like yours may have been tighter than mine.
Dude, my face was so hot.
Yeah, that's amazing. When you said Dick Clutcher, I couldn't hold back.
You lost it.
I lost it. I am not mature enough for names like that to be read out loud on the internet. I don't handle that well. All right, what time? It's 11:30 p.m. It's well past Chris's bedtime. It's past my bedtime.
2.5 hours, not bad.
Yeah, 2.5 hours here on the live stream. We're going to go ahead and get out of here so we can get a little bit of sleep because we got football to watch tomorrow. We greatly appreciate the support, though. We love hanging out with you guys on Saturday evenings. We do it every Saturday. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel because we like to have fun with this community. We put out like 12 videos a week. We interact with people as much as we possibly can. Patreon is an option. Like Chris said, Wednesday night Facebook live streams. If you're looking for more, interaction, we got you covered there too. So, Chris, you have anything else you want to say tonight before we head out of here?
No, I just want to point out one more thing that for guaranteed answered questions, you guys, Patreon. Patreon is the one way. Jake, Kyle, and myself are in there every single day answering literally every single question, 20, 30, 40, 50 questions a day. Patreon's the way to guarantee to have your questions answered.
That's how we do it there under the pro tier. That's the best way to get guaranteed answers on all of your fantasy football needs. But like I said, we appreciate the support tonight. Johnny Sprague throwing one last one in there in the super chat says Gallman or Pollard in a flex.
I'm going Pollard over Gallman.
That's probably where I'll go Pollard. I don't like Pollard this week, but that's probably where I draw that line. So we greatly appreciate it. We're going to get out of here for the evening. 2.5 hours of all things fantasy football. My drink is still almost full, which means I did way more talking than you did, Chris, which is not fair.
But yeah, my third drink is almost finished.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, well, hopefully you guys had a great week this week, whatever it is that you did. Enjoy the day tomorrow. Hopefully it's a beautiful day with wherever you're at, and you can sit around and watch some football and enjoy that too. We'll be interacting on Twitter. Make sure you follow both of us on Twitter. Our handles are right there on the screen. Dave Lowe says, Chris killed it today.
Thank you,
Dave.
Dave.
Way to go, Chris. Way to go.
Oh, and Dick Clutcher says, love you guys.
Hey, I don't know if I can take that as a compliment. That kind of worries me. But hey, before we get out of here, throw Chris some hand clapping emojis in the chat. He did a great job there in his first ever regular season. This is the first one you and I have only done together.
Right, because you, Kyle, and I did one a few weeks back.
We did a triple box, but this is the first time you've been put on the spot in the double box. So
that's fair.
You did great. Greatly appreciate you guys' support out there today. For myself and Chris, we out for week 9. We'll see you in week 10.